Well, hello everybody. It's your man Spin Nation here on the Thursday before the Christmas week. We're excited. We got the Formula Elf with us tonight in the house picking us winners. We got Riders Up Tim with us as usual. Hi guys, how are you?
Whew, doing well, Sean. Thank you. Getting in the festive spirit here.
Love
Ready
it.
for some
Love
winners. Loving Turfway. We just looked at the first race ourselves and felt like we were pretty confident about that one. We're in the right ballpark in that race. Just us three talking. So
Yeah, absolutely.
doing good.
Yeah.
Absolutely, doing great. Look, we had a great meet at Woodbine. We love Woodbine, but now that they're over, even though the last couple of weeks we've been going back and forth with Turfway, we're happy to be here full time at Turfway. Let's see if we can make some money.
Yes, exactly. We already got Bobby D and Rodney in the house. Hi guys, how are you? Great to join you. And yeah, and we're going to be going through all the races too through and love having you join us as always and let us know who you guys like.
Yeah.
It's been a challenge. Turfway has kind of said a couple of people, I remember at the end of the year last, people said, I'm starting to figure that track out. And Turfway said, hold my beer. This is a whole new year, and they got some challenging races, but we're confident that we can get it done tonight. So
Turfway's good at pulling that rug out. Just
they are.
You got it figured out, right? They like to pull that rug and tug on it just a bit. Yeah,
exactly. And we'll even give tonight our great friend Caitlin Freeze predictions as well as ours tonight, which is great. So we got Jenna Chola in the house.
Jen, how do you not throw another $7 in there and make sure you got 88?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Exactly. We got James White bound away at Turfway. Love it.
Guys, I really undersold the trifecta in the last race. It was 687 on a 50-cent bet.
Close. Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Double what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Ballpark. That's amazing.
Bombs away. And so Sean's top pick won there. And then a couple horses that Tim and I liked were in that trifecta, and my top play was fourth. So
yeah.
And the good news is if it's a omen of the rest of the night, we like the horse that came in third underneath at 43-1. Let's see if we can do that again.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, there was something we both liked about that horse.
Amen. Absolutely. So without further ado, we'll read the conditions here for race 2. Turfway Park, 6 furlongs, allowance 5,000, purse 22.7 for 3-year-olds and up, which have started for a claiming price of 5,000 or less in 2003, 2024.
Yeah.
We got Bob Jackson, Joe T, Todd. Everybody's joining us. Love to see it.
Yep. The room is starting to fill up. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Right. Exactly. Love to see
and gentlemen.
Exactly. And we have let's see here if we can look at the screen here. Do we have any scratches? Yes, we have the 3 is scratched, the 7 is scratched, and the 14 is scratched, which leaves us a.
But as a result of those scratches, the 13 does draw in, and the 14 does not. 14 scratches out. Would have drawn but scratched.
Exactly.
13 is a big draw in too.
I agree.
Aaron McClellan from Penn National fame. And I have by the way, for our people, I have a very big update. I was just talking to our boy Tyler Connor, and he is hoping to be back riding again by January 1st. He's been working out horses on a regular basis, and he's hoping to ride fully again on January 1st. So
that's good to hear. That's
excellent thing. Yeah.
Get the man back in the saddle.
Joe T, we are not doing the Assiniboia today. They are.
How many inches of snow is in Assiniboia right now?
They are off the turf and off the dirt.
Nice little joke there, Joe. We know you're joking.
Exactly. So this is a very interesting first race. Formula, did you want to start out with who you like, my friend?
Yeah, I'll go with who we were just talking about here.
Yeah.
If you pardon me, I am mouseless right now because I got my ring light on, so that takes away my mouse port.
No problem.
I'm going to start with Noble John, the 13. That is my top play here. Like the race times on this horse. I think he's got one of the more impressive wins, I would say, a 32K win. In terms of stretch power, this horse always seems to be pretty close to the win. 8 times in the money, 4 times winning in the last 10. One time he went gate to wire. What else can we say about this horse here? So speed figures, they match up nicely here. Getting a jockey upgrade as well from what he's used to. Jockey's Luan, so that's positive. Yeah, horse is starting on the outside, I believe, right? 13, although I don't know if he got shifted around because of scratches, but yeah, jockey trainer combo, sire. All this stuff looks really good to me. And currently on the 13, we're getting 4-1. Morning line was 5-1 on Noble John. So it's not bad. It's not your 40-1 that you dream of, but I think this is a horse that's definitely in that territory to make some noise. Where are we going to go next? How about to the 5 horse? I'm going to pull the 5 horse out of air here. One thing to note about this race, let me pull this in here as I start to talk about the 5. There's a ton of speed, ton of early speed, and it is 6 furlongs, so that makes sense. But you also wonder if there's going to be a horse here that's going to be able to maintain and sustain through if they're going to be on the speed here. Actually, no, I'm going to still talk through the 5 though. So the 5, yes, it's one of my 3 pace setters. It could be the one that's on the pace. We'll see between the 4, the 5, and what is that? The 9, the 10, the 9. I think those are going to be the 3 most likely pace setters. But the 5 here, especially at the price, we're 5-1 now. It has the best speed figures for the park. Gone gate to wire twice, 6 times in the money. I do like that about the 5. The jockey here, we got Rodriguez is the jockey. Pretty solid jockey here. And where am I going to go next? Tick, 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 tick. I'm trying to look at the speed here and figure it out from that. All right, I am going to jump over to the 8. So if we're talking about there being a lot of speed here, this is a horse that's going to be a little bit more of a closer. If we think someone's going to get burned out, this is the horse that's going to be charging from behind. I've got him as one of the deeper closers in the race, currently at 9-1, which is much higher than what he started off as. 7 times a winner in 10 races, 7 times in the money in 10 races. Yeah, I do like the stretch power on this horse here. So if I'm going to give you 3 horses, and I can go deeper if you want, but I'll go 13, 5, and 8.
Excellent.
Sean, back to you.
Yeah, excellent. Well done. Yep. Hey, Paul, how are you, my friend? Yeah, I am with you, my friend, 100%. I'm with the 13.
Nice.
I love Noble John, Aaron McClellan, Luan Machado, Aaron McClellan coming down from Penn National. Exactly. Family of a friend, Tyler Connor. This horse is 2 for 4 lifetime at Turfway Park, 5 for 9 lifetime in the synthetic. And it has a wonderful synthetic rating. Is won at both and won at Presque Isle, which is a different synthetic than Turfway, but he's 2 for 4 here, so he's had great success. The other thing I love about this horse, which is quite remarkable, is that he is 5 for 9. But Luan, one of my favorite angles, and at Saratoga, I used to win on this all the time. I've told Tim this angle before. He's the 13 horse. Then you look at the field. All of a sudden, now you have the 3 scratch, the 7 scratch, right? You have the 14 scratch, 2 scratches in, which means he moves in just a little bit closer. And in a 6 furlong sprint, that's not as bad as a mile, but they get him closer. When that happens, I think they're going to run that much better, and they want him to do well. So the 13 is definitely my pick to be here with Luan on the outside. All right. My second pick is the 10 Cut Glass. Randy Klopp is 0 for 10. Him and Alberto Burgos could not lose last year as a group, as a duo here at this track. And I think eventually they're going to be. This guy, last time he ran at 5,000 in Turfway, he won. 8,000, came in second. He's been knocking on the door versus bettor. I think the dirt races you just throw out. He's very good on synthetic. 7 out of 9 in the money. I think this horse, there's tons of early speed, but I think he'll be right there at the end. And then I also liked your 5 there, George Bush and Rodriguez at a price there for the third spot coming in from Finger Lakes. I mean, it beat 12.5, beat 30,000. The only thing why I had him third is because I think there's so much speed up there that I think it's just going to be a meltdown. And that's why I went with the 13, but I like 13, 10, and 5.
All right.
Tim, it is your call, my friend.
Yeah, so we've still got a little bit of time here. They haven't put the jockeys up yet, haven't gone riders up. So I do like the 13. I've got that horse second. I think this horse sits just off the pace, and I think the pace in here is hot.
Very hot.
The 4 as the favorite, I don't like because of the hot pace.
Yeah.
And the 5 and the 10 that you guys gave, I don't like those horses because I think they're the ones pressing the 4 and why they all back up. I've got all 3 of these horses wanting to go and wanting to compete, and I think they do. I think they all, if you look at it, they all want to be out front and try to win on the lead, and they can't all do that, and I think they run each other into the ground. So I do like that 13 second, and the 8 that Formula mentioned, best closer in the race. The thing is, I think this horse is just a little too far back, and we saw that with the 6 in the last race. At 6 furlongs, horses have struggled to close from that far back. But I do think the 8 is flying late, is going to be the best closer, and I've got the 8 underneath. So 13 and 8 are my second and third. You guys didn't mention the horse I like on top at all, and I'm going to go to the 11. So if you look at the 11, all you see, if you don't show all the lines on the form, is a lot of turf. But this horse does have 4 races on the synthetic. Look at that turf rating, 423. Yep. I mean, it's out of a Speightstown mare. Danzig Candy has a better win rating with his synthetic horses than he does dirt or turf. So I just think this horse is going to like it. And here's the thing. I mean, we were just talking about Moncada as well. Yeah. He did not ride this horse when he was here at Turfway last year, but he did ride the horse a few times at Indiana and at Belterra. And each of those times, even though this horse has shown some front end lines, mostly his lines are just off the pace. So I think he's sitting there with the 13. And I like this horse a lot with the weight break here for Moncada. He's riding really well. I'm going to take a shot with this horse, but I do think the 13 is definitely going to be tough in here with Luan up. He's another one that's going to set off the pace. So I like those 2 a lot over all the speed in front of them. So those 2 with the 8 closing underneath is how I handicapped it.
And Janet Chola is absolutely with you on the 8.
I like the 11 too here, Tim. I like the angle you're picking here. I like his race times, and class wise, he's the class of the race, right? Yep. He showed up as having a class drop for me, so I dig it. And currently getting 5-1.
Exactly.
Seems pretty solid to me. So
Arthur asked,
I'll back that up.
Arthur asked a question here. Curious on dirt to synthetic angle. Never hear about, I assume for a reason, but would love to hear opinion.
Huh. Anyone want to go first on that one? I don't really have a strong opinion one way or the other. Going from one surface to another, I have not looked deeply into that, so I don't want to throw out an opinion that's crap.
A lot of it depends on what the connections, where they're located, like as where their barns are located. B, also the pedigree, like does it meet synthetic? Does it like Brad Cox is a perfect example. Some of his better 2-year-olds have actually started on the poly track, which is but he knew they were
Angel of Empire, an example,
right? Is it
Angel of Empire, I think, was an example.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it all depends on the pedigree. Also, it can depend on where their development is. Like sometimes they might put them on the synthetic to maybe get them a little more stability first. You give them, or vice versa, maybe put them on the dirt and then have them try on the dirt. So it basically depends on A, the pedigree, B, kind of the trainer's training program itself, on how, and that's often why you see them go from dirt to synthetic to try. It depends, but it's very individual on the horse themselves, in terms of so.
Yeah, and just to throw in quickly, I've never been big on surface switch handicapping. I don't really look at that as much as exactly what Sean just said. And just like I talked about with the 11, I'm going to look at pedigree. And that's why I said the Speightstown mare. Speightstown is known
is
to
fantastic
really
on the synthetic.
sire some really good synthetic horses. And then I looked at the sire, and like I mentioned, his win rate with his synthetics is better than dirt or turf. So I just put all that together. You can see his number there in the daily racing form, where it's kind of off the charts a little bit for a 423 synthetic number there. So that's pretty high. I think this is his preferred surface. So I don't go as much with the switch as I do that. Although I will say that horse dependent. If I don't know, I would prefer a little bit turf to synthetic over dirt to synthetic as a general statement, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, and even Rodney just said Encino started on the synthetic, and then he won the Lexington at Keeneland. So so it all depends on the individual horse for sure.
So horses are on the track. The 13's looking really good. Interesting note, as I was looking at the double wheel pace. So the 4 here is, started off as the favorite, but now the 13 has gone favorite. And I expected that because the 13 is favored in the double pool.
Right.
Over the 4.
Good call.
And moves in 2 slots, which I love.
Yeah, Rodney bringing up the drop in class. Both are definitely dropping in class. I had the 11 throwing a flag for me, but if you look at the 10 is also very close in terms of class drop as well.
Right. I like the 10. I like the 5 that you both mentioned. The only thing is I think they and the 4 get involved in a speed battle here. If one of those sits off with it could easily be something like 10, 11, 13 if they all sit off and let the 5 and the 4 go at it because they're a little further inside.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that angle did scare me when I picked the 5, but I did pick the 5 purely based on it having the best numbers at the track historically, right? So, or at least in the past 10 races.
Yeah.
It had the best numbers at the track. So I was like, okay, I'll look past the speed battle thinking I'm throwing him in there to maybe grab a piece at the end.
Yeah. And just for anyone who's interested, Caitlin's top 4 is 13, 4, 1, 8.
Okay.
That was her.
The top 1 was a horse that I was kind of tossing around too. Didn't like it enough to really call it out. Yeah. But I did like the fact that it was close to the pace and didn't fade so much. And it's had some pretty tremendous workouts recently. Yeah. Yeah, 59-second 4 furlong. That sticks out. 6 times in the money.
Yeah. Mike Whitten, the king of Turfway.
The mayor's in town.
The official mayor ambassador of Turfway is in the house. Hey, buddy. Keith B, 5'11", 13. I saw, what did Bobby have? Bobby had a that's some love. Francisco Rios has 4'10", 11, 2.
Looks like he's going first leg of the pick 4 with those 4. That's how I read it based on the 2 messages. Good luck to you there, Francisco.
Bobby is exacta box 5 with 2, 4, 11, 13. Love it.
Go. We got Todd in there. He's got a trifecta key box. It looks like he's going 13 with 10, 8, 4, or trifecta key at least. So maybe he's keying the 13 on top with the 10, 8, 4. A move a lot of us have liked in the past. Keith B bringing it up there. Is that our buddy Keith Birney?
Yeah.
Or is that a different Keith?
That's a different Keith. Yeah.
Keith has 5, 11, 13. All horses we talked about there. Good luck to you, Keith.
And CB, thank you so much for your lovely message there. Wishing you and your family great health and happiness during the holidays, my friend.
Absolutely.
Looks like they're starting to make their way towards the gate. Let's see what we got.
All right.
So we're going to start out not too crazy here, but we are going to throw $12 total at this race. I'm going to play a $2 exacta key box. I'm going to key our 13 with 8, 10, and 11.
All right. Love it. Love it.
Here.
I'm leaving out the 4 and 5, a little hesitant about it, but I had to cut somewhere. And those are the ones I really think are going to be the speed duel. I think
Yep.
if one
Yeah.
of them drops, if one of them drops out of the speed, I think it's the 10, and that's why I'm including that one over those two.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I mean, reading the tea leaves on speed here,
Yeah.
I think leaving off the 4 and the 5, that I get why you're doing it. Absolutely.
And you know, exactas right now in the exacta pool, the lowest paying exacta for $1 is a 13-4 at 18-1.
Wow. Can't beat that.
No.
James White's got exacta box 4, 8, 10, 12, and a daily double 4, 8, 10, 12 with 6, 7.
Oh, wow.
And what are we drinking tonight on this Thursday cocktail lounge, folks?
Got myself a Negroni here.
There you go. I got my kiwi strawberry sparkling ice tonight.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I have a nice local Imperial Coffee Stout.
Oh,
Beans.
there you go.
So Beans is a local coffee joint, and they teamed up with one of our brewers, and they did a special roasting of some beans there, and gave them to the brewery, and they come up with this coffee stout. So pretty cool.
Very nice.
Wow.
All local, all local.
Cool.
Very nice. Getting towards the gate. Already 60 people joining us. Thank you so much.
All right. You'll see that climb up here, hopefully.
Always love to see everybody.
Horses have gotten to the gate here.
13 is down to 2-1 right now.
Wow, didn't expect that.
Yeah, I know, right? At Turfway,
Right.
with this many horses. I mean, there are a bunch of scratches, but still, we're only down to what, 11 from 14? Yeah, it's curious. By the way, Sean, I had to do a double take on horse 1. I thought that was trickery at first, but instead it's trick-a-tracky.
Trick-a-tracky, yes.
But it's spelled much the same way as
absolutely.
horses,
Absolutely,
trickery.
yes. Tricari. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, exactly.
All right. And I know everyone's used to us posting the video, unfortunately, because this is Turfway. We don't have the same permission that we get with Woodbine. God bless you, Woodbine. God bless you.
So we'll do our own butchering of the race call here, as I butcher the English language, even trying to get that out.
Folks, he's almost on vacation. Give him a break. Exactly. It's been a lot. It's been
and I'm only like 3 sips into my beer, so it's not bad. I just can't speak English.
Exactly.
For Tour de Force signups, Mike Witten, that's probably not going to start until January. We're getting pretty close to January, but El Hombre is going to be running that as he usually does. The first race for that is LeCompte, which is usually late January, usually around the early 20s. I'll have to look up and see when LeCompte is this year. I've got it in one of my slide decks, so I'll just breeze through that real quickly and get the number for you. LeCompte is the 18th this year, so hopefully he gets it started before then. They're off.
If somebody else wants to call this one, I don't know about you.
All right.
My ADW is
so
out.
As we expected, the 4 is getting out in front. The 5 is pressuring him. The 10 is right there as well, but the 4 is really kicking out. He's trying to extend his lead by about a length and a half over the 10 with the 5 on the rail, just not too far behind. The 11 is also there. It looks like the 4 of them are getting to a little bit of a pace duel. 2, 13, and 9 are making up the second pack in back, a little bit of distance between them. Although the 2 looks like it's starting to, no, it's a 13 is poking his nose in there as well. Starting to bunch up a little bit there. 4 is getting a little bit comfortable. 22.1 quarter mile. The 10 is starting to take over a little bit on top of the 4. The 4 looks like he's about to fade. The 13 is coming over the top behind him. 4 definitely looks like he's out of it now, and the 5 is right behind him. As we're going into the stretch here, the 10 cut glass looking like he's holding on. What else we got behind there? We've got a whole pack of horses. One of them's going to poke his nose out.
13 is trying, yeah.
13
is 4. This is 12. You got everybody
over the top, but it looks like the 9 at 58-1 is going to be second place. So you're talking 10-9. That is your top 2 there, and good luck finding third place because it was a slew of horses going 7 wide.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew when I said Randy Klopp 0 for 10 with Alberto Burgos, I knew that was going to turn around very,
Yeah.
very quickly. They're not going to stay 0 for 10, those two.
Yeah. Good call on that.
And he loves Turfway.
So let's see if we can make out who the third place horse is as they show us a slow motion replay. We know that the 10 came in, then the 9, and it looks like the 12, I would say, is for third place. Horse we didn't talk a lot about, but that was one of the big closers
Commando
along with the
Joe.
8. I had the 12 as one of my top closers. But I like the 8 a bit more. Did not go for me there. So we'll be turning the page on that one pretty quickly. Wow, the 4 was Fadezilla, though. The 4 faded all the way back. That's why you got to look at speed, right? We were talking about that.
You have 7-1 over 58-1. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Over 26-1. Hello.
26. Yeah, this one's going to pay.
Telephone numbers.
Yeah. We can say that a lot at Turfway. This one's going to pay. This one's going to pay.
Yeah.
All right. So who had the 10? I know a couple people had the 10 in there. Jen Ochoa, it looks like you had the 10.
Yeah.
At least I know you said you weren't adding any more money to your account, but yeah, the 10. Rodney Evans had the 10, didn't have the 9. Well, joined the club on that one. I don't think many of us were looking at the 9 thinking that he was going to do a whole lot of damage there.
No.
I mean, what can you say about the 9, second off the claim?
Yeah.
I know some people like that angle, but other than that, I didn't see a whole lot. His last race was pretty strong. But again, there were so many other horses to talk about before you can get to Valiantly Discreet.
Yeah, absolutely. That was wow. Bombs away.
Yeah, and you look at this race. So I try to compute gate to wire winners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 6 of the 11 had at least one gate to wire win. 1, 2, 3, 4 had multiple. So again, we're talking about speed just completely obliterating that race. Cut Glass had 2 gate to wire wins before that. 4 wins, 7 in the money. But yeah, this is a turn the page moment.
Yeah, we started out not big, which is great, you know. So we can get ready back.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm going to jump off for a second. I'm going to try to restart some things. My computer's going wacky here for a minute.
Okay.
No problem.
Exactly paid $4.37 for a buck.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what happens. You get a 58 underneath. Holy cow.
Holy mackerel. Well, Turfway is saying again, hold my beer, folks. You think you figured out our track?
Yeah.
Think again. This is one of those, again, too, and we always say this formula, right? Your sheet could be wrong, right? Every race, but the one, if you hit it perfectly, right? The $480, you know what I'm saying? You've won on the day. You know what I'm saying? You could be wrong in every other race and not even close, but that one race, if you just get it right, unbelievable, you know?
Completely. As long as you get yourself in the ballpark once, maybe twice, then you're okay at Turfway.
You hit that and boom, you know?
As long as it's the right ones. Every once in a while you get a chalky one. You're like, what is happening at Turfway? I don't know.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's not the Turfway I know.
I'll never forget. My friend did that last year. He was alive to 6 horses, right?
Yeah.
And it came in 1, 2 favorites, and like he says, "Oh, come on." Where did form come in? Exactly.
So 10, 9, 12, 13. That is all horses on one side.
Can we take a guess on what we think this trifecta will pay?
Oh, it's too late.
It's up right now. Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. $4,839 for 50 cents.
Congratulations to those winners.
The $1 superfecta.
One winner.
The one superfecta, $42,866.12. God bless anybody who has that.
Amazing.
Christmas just came early for you if you have that superfecta.
One of the 2 people who had that.
Yeah.
It is even that.
Wow. That was wow. And that's one of those races too, folks, where you just try to take a shot with a couple of animals see how you can do. It's at that level that
Yeah.
and Zach, and boom, it can come in on a big way. But as formula says, we turn the page. Exactly.
Yeah. Next up, we have training wheels because there's only 9
Yes.
horses in this race.
Yes, and there's a maiden special weight 41,200 for 2-year-olds, the babies coming onto the track here for the thing. And for me, you're going to take this one, my friend?
I guess I can. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So we will.
I hate the whole firsters thing. It just makes my life difficult, but those are the races. You just got to figure them out and play them the best you can.
Yeah, and this is the type where you look at the pedigrees and you kind of see, okay, who looks like the horse that could be like could really take to this track, and then here's again we were saying earlier, the dirt to synthetic angle, like who in their pedigree says, yeah, I'm gonna like that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you said it right there. You just got to look at whatever data is available to you, and it could be pedigree, right? It could be the jockey, could be the trainer, it could be the workouts. But with firsters, there's not a whole lot of data. You just got to look at what's there,
right,
and say, okay, is this the type of situation where first time on the track, this horse could step forward and put himself into a good race?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are these the fillies or are these the no?
These are 2-year-old boys.
2-year-old boys.
Yeah, boys. The boys trying to become men today. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, exactly. So as we say. Yeah. So this should be interesting here. We even got a Motown, and just our want to say on behalf of the Trust the Profits, everybody who saw to the connections of Uncle Mo, to the Rapolis and Coolmore and Todd Pletcher and Johnny V and everybody who was associated with that incredible horse. What an amazing sire on so many levels. We lost him sadly today after surgery. He didn't make it through, but what a amazing sire and talent on the track he was.
Yeah. I mean, he sired amazing sires. Like, look at a horse like Nyquist, for example.
Oh, yeah.
He's been an incredible sire himself, right? And yeah, it just that's been an extremely impactful horse, Uncle Mo. And let's see if I can get the drops going here. Yeah. And as I said multiple times before, right? Anytime that there's an Uncle Mo, I have to sound the dead pet alarm here. So where is that alarm? Is that oh crap? The force is now gone on this one, but there we go. There's banjo. That's it. Oh, okay. It's not even worth playing now since I spoiled it, but
no worries. Zach. And there it is.
There you go. Yeah. So I had a cat named Mo, and we made a joke about the whole dead pet alarm, and like, well, guys, this is going to be an interesting one for me because anytime you see Mo out there, that trigger my alarm.
Absolutely. Even Jenny's betting a horse at Delta named Jenny's Day. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Well, there you have it. Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right. So 19 minutes, 9 horses in this race, maiden special weight, 41K, and we are going 6 furlongs in this one.
Yeah. And
anytime you guys are ready, take your time if you like.
Yeah,
I will
Tim, what would you like here, my friend?
So we've got another maiden special weight at 6 furlong. This time we're going to the 2-year-olds. So got a little baby race here. So we do have a few horses in here who have raced, but lots of first time starters in here. So looking at the races at the horses who have races, obviously the 2 in here is a standout with the 2 races at Churchill and Keeneland. You look at that 10 December workout, the bullet work there at Churchill coming back here. So I get why everybody likes the 2 here. 9 to 5, I don't like that in a 2-year-old race. So in a baby race like this with the 2-year-olds, I'm going to stay away from a horse at that price, at least on top. So I'm going to try to get a price. So to lead into the horse I do like, let's look at the 5, another one who's got 4 races under his belt. And here's the thing about that one. So who's ridden this horse every time? That would be Luan Machado, who's the regular rider for Eric Foster. And you're like, okay, Luan's not up. Is he not here? Yes, he is. But he decided to take the 8 horse.
Yeah.
I like the 8. This is a horse
yeah.
that I like a lot. Ryan Walsh, he's got a win already. When these two hooked up at Turfway so far over the entire year, going back to the previous meet, 36%. So that's pretty strong. So you find Luan here, first start, the trainer hits at about 20%. He's got a winning 290 ROI. This horse is working really well coming into the race. I think I'm going to give the 8 a shot on top. You have to throw the 2 in there somewhere. So looking at the rest of them, I don't really like any of the ones that have run. So looking at the rest of the first-time starters, if I'm trying to get a price, this horse is currently sitting at 17 to 1 off a 10 to 1 morning line, which I don't get, but I like the 4. I like
the 4. They're going 9.
Another one who seems to be working pretty well, should like the synthetic, 20% first-time starter for the trainer, gets the biscuit.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yep. No doubt. Okay. So in this race, I was totally yeah. So okay. So yeah, I was totally with the 2, D Bigelow, Michelle Lovell. Notice that Mario Gutierrez in town to ride. Is he still on this horse, or did they have a switch?
I have not. I've seen 0 jockeys.
No, he is. Yeah. No, Mario Gutierrez known for. Yeah, he's on. Yeah, exactly. And and he used to ride a horse out in California that I love, named Square Eddie, and then all of the babies Square Eddie, who are excellent on both poly and turf and everything. But he's an excellent rider. You look at this horse. Out of Bayern, out of a Minister's Wildcat mare, this horse should love the synthetic. And this horse ran 2 darn good races versus Tepper's Valor and Terrapin Station, who are 2 very good. Even Lil Muggs was in that field, and he just missed against those 2. So I think this horse has got a real strong thing. Now, Michelle Lavelle, she's not usually the biggest first time. She usually likes to give her horses a race beforehand, so she's not the biggest stat in terms of first time with her. Sometimes she likes to give them a race and kind of see what she's got under the tank and everything. So that's a little bit of an interesting thing. She's only 5% with that, but
this is the 3rd time for the horse too.
Oh yeah, no, right, no, but with her though, she didn't have her in the first 2, so usually she likes to give them a race to see what I got under the tank. You know what I'm saying? So so that would be my only a bit of concern for her. I love the 8, Ryan Walsh, Luan Machado. This duo has been absolutely on fire the last year or so. Daredevil out of a Lemon Drop Kid, who also just passed away. Lemon Drop Kid, one of the true champions. His babies have done very well in synthetic over the years. So this horse should be been working out very, very consistently. Getting ready for this, so should have plenty under the tank. So I was 8, 2, and then just as my friend Tim said, I like the 4, 3rd. Been running very, very well. Alternation out of Turco Treat. This horse is definitely like the synthetic, and Edward does a great job with his first timer. So I was 8, 2, and 4.
All right. Interesting. And the 4 is now ballooning up to 22 to 1. So
craziness.
I think we're going to have to use it just for the value
with the biscuit.
Hey, so I
Yes,
was looking really quickly formula. So I just looked Caitlin's picks. Here they are. She's got the 2 on top. She's got the 8 third. Guess who she's got second? The 4.
Oh, the 4.
Unbelievable. We all got the same 3 horses.
I wish you
Yeah.
didn't show that because that's only going to hurt our number here.
Exactly.
Right? Caitlin, what are you doing to us? Come on. And
Pretty
why aren't
surprised.
you on the show right now, Caitlin? Oh, right. She's got another gig.
She's on air.
She's on air.
On there, yep.
I'm curious. You guys didn't mention the 6 at all. Dale Romans, Corey Lannery, the 6 got some decent workouts there. 48 seconds.
Yeah.
Is last. Not the greatest sire for the 6, so maybe a lot to expect for a first timer there. But I'm curious if you guys had an opinion on that horse.
I just think Dale Romans, his barn is just so ice cold over the last year that with his barn being cold, I definitely can't trust his first time starters. He can't get his fit horses into the winning circle.
Yeah, he also doesn't exactly his synthetic ones are all is good turf horses, like in terms of so this looks like let's just try him on this thing. See, I do like the fact that Corey Lannery at least gets up on him. That's it, but that's his boy. So I mean, why would he not be on there? So that doesn't make any difference there. Corey would definitely ride for him, but this one just doesn't look like it's almost like Dale wants to give him a race, and then he's almost maybe looking for another spot for this horse going forward. But let's give this horse a race and see what we got.
Yeah. All right.
And Kevin Plaucha, all he wants for Christmas is some winners. Great to see you, Kev. Happy holidays, my man.
Join the club, buddy. We're all waiting to sit on Santa's lap.
That's why we're here.
The same thing. Yeah.
That's why we're here. But if you really want to make sure you get some winners before Christmas Day, they've got a really good card at Fairgrounds this Saturday.
Yes.
And if you're looking to figure out how to play the card, you should really go to the Trust the Profits YouTube channel and check out the video that Formula and I did last night, where we go race by race and give you all of the best horses.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We spent a lot of time on that and had a great time doing it. We came to a consensus on a great many horses as well, too. So that's usually a good sign. So check it out.
They've got a full card, 12 races, and they've got some pretty chalky short fields, but they've got some races to where, as you said, I think we might hit something. We got some long shot chances there.
Yeah, there's some short races, and then there's some bigger fields, and definitely some value within those big fields. Tim, you had a couple you were passionate about, especially in that 12th race. Watch it to the end so you can see Tim's monster value play in the 12th race. Got to watch the video though.
Yep. Kevin Plouch is heading to that video after dinner. Look at that.
Thank you, Kevin. Always there for us is Kevin Ploucha.
Kevin Ploucha, by the way, on a side note, I hope James McDonald has a really big night tonight at Woodbine Mohawk because I have him in 8 of the 10 races. So I'm hoping he has a very big night tonight. Bobby D has likes 3-2 with 5-1-4-8 and win on the number 1 and 3.
All right.
Oh, the preservationist baby. Yeah, exactly. Always rooting for that. There we go. And how many minutes do we have to post here? We have 9 minutes.
We have 9 minutes. I think I know what my bet is. We can milk it a little bit longer if you want.
Oh,
they're just hitting the track. Let's take a quick look and see what they look like, and we'll go from there.
By all means.
Yeah, exactly.
Good looking 2-year-olds coming on the track here.
We do
showing off.
The 2 does look very good for an 8-5 favorite, as he should.
The 3 is getting some love here with Sophie Doyle.
Mm-hmm.
There's our long shot play, currently down to 19-1.
Yeah, Malay. Yeah,
I like that. The gray. There's the Dale Romans horse. Looks okay. There's the Axeman. Luan Machado.
Let's-
The 8 looks really good on the track to me. I like the 8.
yes, yep.
Yeah.
And the 10.
2-year-old babies. Bob Jackson while playing Turf Paradise. Look at this. We're all over the board here. Joe T has a 4-1-2-3 super. There you go. That will pay nice. That will be very nice, Joe. You will have a very nice holiday season with that super. For sure.
Formula whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. This is one of my favorite plays, the trifecta key box. So I've got 2 keyed, but it's a key box. The 2 can come in first, second, or third, but the 2 has to be involved. Underneath or within the box, the other 2 spots have to be made up by the 4, the 5, and the 8. That is a 50-cent play. The total cost is $9 on that for a trifecta key box 2 with the 4, 5, and 8.
Hey, I like the bet. I like it a lot. Just a quick comment. Dale Romans must have heard us because holy cow, is Corey warming this 6 up on the track? And the camera's like focusing on the 6 right now for like the last minute of screen time. A minute doesn't seem like a long time until they're not showing any horse but the 6. And this horse is just firing up on the track.
There you go. Chase Sessions or Sessoms, as you say. Hey, my man. He's got 3-6 with 3-6-8 exacta.
Yeah.
Good luck, my man.
The 3 is one that I was a little bit afraid to leave off here. It was between the
Frosty,
3 and the 5.
John Ennis. Yeah.
I like the times from the 5 better than I like them from the 3.
Yeah. John Ennis always one to watch on synthetic. Does very well, but yeah. Francisco Rio's second leg of the pick 4 has got 2-3-8.
Good luck, Francisco.
Again, thank you to everybody for joining us tonight here on this Thursday before the holiday week.
And it looks like the double and the pick 3 will pays are running 2, 3, 5, 8 in that order.
Yeah. So people like the 3 there. They like Sophie on this one.
Yeah.
2, 3, 5, 8. You said.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we're reaching for that 4 to try to grab a price. We know how Turfway works, so I love us reaching for this 4 here. I think that's a great play. So
I mean,
the fact that you both liked them, I had to put them in.
And you know, I had no idea that Caitlin loved the horse, and to see she picked it second, I mean, that's confidence because she does pretty well there.
Yeah, I'll say
she does pretty well everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the best handicapping and pedigree minds in our game.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
We love Caitlin.
Yeah. So let's see the 2. If I'm just looking at the exacta $1 payouts, 2 on top of 4 is 33. On top of 5 is 12. On top of 8 is 12. That's for a $1. So I'm just sort of working it out in my head based on what trifectas we have. If we look at the exactas, sometimes you can sort of key off of those pools and get an idea if the 2 is on top. That's going to be our chalkiest outcome. Currently, even money then went up to 6 to 5. Next horse after that is the 8 at 5 to 1.
Yeah, good to see Mario there. I wonder because I know, and this is interesting, I know that Doug O'Neill has a lot of horses now at Turfway. So I wonder if Mario has come in with, because he has been his right-hand man for a while. Is he in to ride his horses? You know, so that's a very interesting thing to look at there. You know,
yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Is this the only ride Mario has today at Turfway? I forgot.
That's a great question. I can look that up. Yeah, that's
I feel like I can probably do it too. I don't know how long it'll take me to get to the right window. But
let me see here.
That's the only one I noticed him on. But
yeah, no, exactly. That's a great question, though. Let me see here.
And if he's on another one, who's he riding for?
Yeah, Zach, yeah. That was when I saw that, I said, oh, whoa, Mario.
All right. So if I'm looking at index of horses, Gutierrez, jockeys, he's only in this race.
Only in this race. Okay.
Only in race 3. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Curious to see what that's going to how that's going to play out in this race.
We got Adele, Cedillo, Abel and Cedillo up on the preservationist baby.
2 minutes to post. They're just playing around out there.
We got no Oscar babies in this race.
Had to come up. We got to have a drop.
Well, you got to admit, his babies have been doing very well on this poly track at Turfway.
That's for sure. Yeah, even the ones you don't expect to do well seem to be popping up and making a good show of it. Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember. I was interested. I know Endlessly won the Jeff Ruby last year. Oscar Performance's brother, Oscar Nominated, won the Jeff Ruby as well. So that whole family seems to love Turfway as a group.
Yeah, they've had some very good success there. Absolutely.
1 minute
right.
to post.
We're getting there.
2 down to 4 to 5.
Yeah, so if I look back, how's that going to affect our I mean, we're not playing an exacta, but it all sort of factors in, right?
No, but like the 4 gets right in there.
Same.
This is still Turfway,
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. All we need is for that 2 to get 3rd place. And if that happens and the rest of our horses filter in the rest, then we're doing pretty good on this bet.
Yeah, if the lowest exacta is paying $12, you mean for $1, you know what I'm saying? That means that your trifectas are still, that's what's great about Turfway. If you get the 2 behind them,
Yep.
Yeah, Christopher D'Souza, 40 on the 1 to win in place in the 129 exacta try box. Good luck, Christopher.
Good luck.
Trying to get the preservations baby home.
All right. So we got the banner updated. We're down to $79 now. This is our second bet of the night. The 2 is 3 to 5 right now. The next highest
not in a 2-year-old race. Come on, not in a 2-year-old race.
I know. Let's not get too excited, people. The next highest horse is the 5 at 6 to 1. I have a feeling there's going to be a monster payout here on top. I mean, maybe not a monster payout, but somebody's going to get like extremely good value out of this because as much as I like the 2 here, I don't think it's set in stone that this horse is going to win. It's not a 4 to 5 horse, in my opinion.
The one good thing for him is he has speed, which is we saw the 10 in the first race.
Yeah.
So.
But if you look,
the
3 has some pace pressure as well. The
5, sure. Yep. Absolutely.
The 5 has shown a little bit as well, and then you've got a whole bunch of firsters. Who knows how many of them are going to be pressing the pace?
Sure. So, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. If we get 4-8-2, I'll be extremely happy.
That would be fantastic.
That would pay pretty well. All right, guys, they are loading up. Anyone want to call this race?
Oh, yeah.
Got it. Go ahead, Sean.
Okay.
Or Sean.
You can do this one. I'll do the next one.
They're all in. 10's now going in. And they're off. And it's a sprint for the lead. And we got the 2 and the 3. The 3 going out for the lead. We got the 2 sitting right behind him. We got the 5 comfortably in third, stalking both of them. We got the 9. We get the 1, the 10, the 4, the 6, and the 8 can see them all. And we got a Donnybrook going up on the front here. We got the 3 at 7 to 1, and the 2 D Bigelow, both of them going head to head here with the 1 chunk of gold. The preservations baby sitting right off. We get the 5, and then who's that on the outside? Is that the 9 that's with him? Then we way back to the 4, 10,
3, 1,
6,
9,
and the
5.
8. So the 2 is still on the lead here, but we got the 3 and the 1. The 1's coming right up to his throat latch. You got the half and 46, and the 2 still has the lead, but the Preservationist Baby 1 trying to take him on the lead. Down the stretch they come. The 2 still determinedly trying to go, but the Preservationist Baby trying to stick his nose in front. Here he goes down to the wire, and it's so close, but the Preservationist Baby wins at 13-1.
It's like 1, 2, 5.
1, 2, 5.
Got the holy hand grenade there. 1, 2, 5.
Yeah, chunk of gold. Preservation's first time baby.
Whew, we did not call that name. Chunk of gold.
Todd liked it.
Yeah. Joe
Call
liked
Todd.
it too.
We didn't.
I think Joe liked it too.
We also didn't listen to.
I think Joe liked it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
1, 2.
Christopher D'Souza. Look at Christopher D'Souza. Nice hit.
Oh, very nice.
Christopher D'Souza. That is a holiday
5
hit.
and a 9 and 4.
Love it.
Yeah, Christopher D'Souza lined him up there.
Way to go, my friend. Great hit.
That will pay.
I had in full disclosure, I had 2 across on him because he's a preservationist baby, but it's only because he was a preservationist baby.
Nice.
And Joe T. I think Joe T had Joe T had a 4-1-2-3 super. Oh, Zach, right? But I think he liked the 1 there somewhere. But Zach, but
I was right on the 5.
yeah.
Had that one right.
Zach, yeah.
In the top 3 at least.
Yeah, Mike Whitten had the first 2.
Nice.
Yeah, Zach, easy money.
Okay,
yeah.
I already
After the
race.
But yeah, no, wow, that the preservations babies, they do like the turf, and they do like the synthetic.
Yeah.
No,
That was a firster I did not have. I did not have high on my list.
No, that was quite the.
Apparently, I should have.
But no, great, Chris D'Souza, great job, my friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Balsadio, Ethan West, yeah. And he's 10% with his first timer, so he knows. Oh yeah, Bobby D got the win. That's right. Bobby D had the win on the. Let me see. He did. He had the 1 and the 3 to win. Let's find that. So yeah, look at this. Yeah. He had and he had the win on the 1 and the 3. Nice job, Bobby.
Win. Got it.
Great job, bud. Great price too. Yeah, Mike Whitten had 1, 2, 6, 9, so he was in the right ballpark there.
Yep. Yeah, he said he had 1 and 2, but missing out on that 5.
Is it?
Gerald Ray Dapplegray has an interesting name as the 5 horse's name.
Yeah, that was
it's a spell check horse.
Yeah, Tony.
Tony, who won the race? Chunk of Gold. Chunk of Gold, the 1
Chunk
horse.
Of Gold. D. Bigelow ran a nice race there for second.
He did.
Yes. To be on the lead, Speed hasn't been doing particularly well, so he held pretty well to be on the lead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's 2. Yeah. Yes, that's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. So this should be an interesting race for sure. Let's see what this pays. This should pay nice.
Yeah, Paul, you're right. I mean, we had everything right from the key. Had the 5 in there, and we played around with the firster, but we didn't pick the right firster. I was in agreement with you guys, though. It was, for me, it was either the 4 or the 6. As you mentioned, Caitlin liked the 4 as well, so I was totally fine going in that direction. The 1 just not even on my radar, really, in terms of firsters. I mean,
I never,
like you said, you look at what you have.
We're all geniuses after the race, but
sure.
and obviously I and the only reason I had him across is because he's a preservationist baby. if you bet $2 across on every first time baby that started on the rail, you would lose so much money. You know, they don't win from the rail very, very much. You have to be a very good horse to win from the rail. That is just not a good, so I generally try to stay away unless it's a real special Todd Pletcher horse. I generally stay away from the rail, especially in the 2-year-old baby race. That's very tough to win.
71 on the 50-cent trifecta. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Yeah, and Jen was asking if Abel's having a good meet so far. 10% so far, 7 for 62, and 15 on 62 in the money. Not chop liver by any means.
No. He's not leading. He's not dominating.
But. Yeah, right. But he can always get a horse in the money for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, moved off the rail brilliantly, Jen. Yeah, absolutely great point there.
Yeah, in third place, the jockey we were talking about that I'm starting to fall in love with here, Irving Moncada. He's had a good day so far. He's been having a pretty good meet from what I can tell. What are the numbers on Irving Moncada so far?
On Moncada?
Yeah.
Let me see. No, he's on absolute fire.
Yeah.
34 mounts, 7 wins, 3 seconds, and 4 thirds. The bug boy is showing people how to ride.
Yeah, he's also adding a few today as well. I think he's got a win. That's the third place. I want to say even at a second place in one of the races.
He's always right there. So he is definitely one you have to use for sure.
All right. It is.
But we turn the page.
Yes.
Yep. Exactly. And we go to the 4th race, which is a 1.16 miles. And now we're going to a distance here, 1.16 miles, claiming 5,000 per 17.5 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up 3-year-olds. 120, older horses 123. And we have a field of the 2 is scratched. And we have a field of 10 here.
Solid.
And this is my race, correct?
Is your race, Sean?
It is.
Yeah, okay. And to no surprise, the favorite is Larry, Polytrack Ravelli, and Gerardo Corrales.
Yeah. 8.5. Okay. Woo.
We got some nice pays here at Turfway.
All right.
3 describes my betting week. Economic hangover. Fernando de la Cruz is actually coming in. For Joseph Davis. Okay, there you go. And
did we have a jockey change?
Where's this, my friend?
Oh, no, I thought you were saying something.
Oh, no. He's on the 3 economic. Hangover. Yep.
Okay. Got it. Oh, I see. Coming in for the trainer.
Yeah.
I heard you say Davis. I thought it was one of the Davis.
No, and he's already won. They've already won 1 race with this horse here. So
there it is.
Definitely, and getting no love early here on the on the tote board, but
yeah.
Going a 1.16 miles here. Let us know who you guys like. Can you guys tell me how stumble last time? What does that mean, my friend?
Please elaborate.
Yeah, how? Yeah, absolutely, CB. Yep, the 1 ran the 5 path, and that's a great move. Absolutely. We have, what do we got here? We got 18 minutes. We have plenty of time to make your decisions. See who you like in this race.
I got 3, and I'm looking for a 4th.
Okay.
just
Like
in
it.
case. Just in case.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah. I think I know my fourth
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comment section, feel free to chime in as well. This is a fascinating race.
Wow. Well done, Paul. Tim, who did you like in this race, my man?
It's pretty chalky.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think they beat the 6 in this race. I think the 6 is quite a bit the best in here. Has the best races on the synthetic, in my opinion. If you look, the 3 seemingly has some decent races on the synthetic and some high speed figures, but that was all at Gulfstream. And this horse has also run here at Turfway other times, and the Turfway figures have always been quite a bit below those Gulfstream figures. So when I was looking at these horses, I went to the 6, and it's Ravelli and Corrales, just like Sean was saying, but I just think this horse is probably much the best in here. I am going to take that 3 and third, especially since he's floated up to a 9-1 odds off the 7-2 morning line. The one I had second, who I don't like the odds drop, but I like the 4 Rose Darling. I thought I might get a little bit of a price here, and now all of a sudden this horse is a second favorite at 5-2, which is what I saw. Second off the layoff here coming in. And another one that runs better on the synthetic and hasn't seen it for a while. So I just think the synthetic is where this horse wants to be. Gets Gabe Torres up, and I think can definitely move forward here. Is going to be closing. I think has a little bit of speed to run at here in front. So will be close enough to where I think has to be considered, and she'll be a factor here. So 6, 4, and 3 for me. If I threw in one more, a little bit of a price here underneath is I think coming off the layoff here is when you look at the 7 horse here. I think this is a horse coming in that might surprise a little bit, but would be way down for me. 4th.
Okay. Yeah.
So Chris D'Souza is asking who stumbled last race. I didn't notice a horse that stumbled.
Maybe it was someone stumble in the last race.
Was it the 8?
Or maybe the 8 that stumbled.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm guessing though. Maybe someone in the comment
Yeah.
section saw.
Yeah. I didn't see anybody, Chris. I apologize.
I guess we were looking at the front. I didn't notice anyone stumbling out of the gate or afterwards. So
yeah.
Hopefully all horses are okay.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Foreman, who did you like, my friend?
I think the 6 is prone here. 8-5, field of 9. This horse is yet to run at Turfway, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's probably the best. But we also have to consider this is Turfway. We are going 8.5 furlongs on their Tapita. Definitely has some solid numbers, right? If you look at the speed figures, if you look at going the distance, this horse definitely sets up pretty well. But I don't know. I think that could be prone to not necessarily an upset here, but maybe not winning. I've got him in my top 2, top 3. So I will say that the 6 has to be in there somewhere. But my top play here is the 8. I like his numbers at the park. It's got 1 win in 10 races. 6 times in the money. I think you're getting a tremendous value at 15-1 on that horse right now. But what I like the most of this horse, I like a few things about him, but what I like the most about him right now is 8.5 furlongs. He's a closer, right? He's a deep closer, but he's the best closer in the race, in my opinion. I like the workouts that he's had recently. The winner of the last race, Cedillo, is coming on board this horse, which is always a positive.
Yes.
So I'm pretty high on the 8. I've got him as my top pick. Granted, it doesn't look like there's going to be a whole lot of speed this race. So that's where my other 2 picks go. So if that's my top horse, my next play is the 6. That is the horse that is the most pace forward. I don't consider him a pace setter, but going off of recent history, the most pace forward. I go to the 3 for my next horse. I think if there's any other horse that's challenging the 6, it's going to be the 3 on the pace. And then for my last play, I I do kind of like. I've been going back and forth between a couple different horses. I think I'm finally going to settle on eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to settle on the 7, purely based on class. So this horse has been running in even better class than the 6. In terms of the jockey trainer sire combo, also hits that mark for me. Opened at 12-1, getting bet down a little bit more than that, but I was going to go for a higher price. I think I'm already hitting that with the 8. So I don't want to press my luck too much. So I'm going 8, 6, 3, and then throwing in the 7 for fun.
Okay. There you go.
That's what those are the same reasons I had the 7 4th. Is just I think class coming off the layoff is definitely one you have to consider.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the win and in the money numbers, and they're dreadful. Yeah, but looking at a drop in class, maybe this is a horse that does finish in the money here. I mean, it's a significant drop in class compared to the rest of the field.
And trying the synthetic for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and who's aboard the 7 here? So the trainers Fernandez, Santos Sanjur's the jockey. Not one of the better jockeys that you would be hoped to riding your horse in Turfway. Not that I want to besmirch anyone here, but yeah.
So Caitlin is a little bit different. I'm surprised by a couple of hers. She's 6, 10, 3, 7.
So the 10 was the other horse that I was playing around with at the 7, but
yeah, I don't have the 10, but obviously I've got the 3 in their 3rd, and then she's got the 7 like us in 4th.
Yeah, the 10 is a horse that I've got as my next best closer. I like the race times that this horse had. Its most recent race I've got rated as the 3rd best. 2 wins in 10 races, 4 times in the money. Yeah. In terms of deep closers, he's not like the deepest. He's a little bit closer, right? Because there's a bunch that I would consider deep.
You know, I see the closing thing you were talking about, but I've got the best closer being the 4, which is why I had the 4 second.
Okay. He's going to be closer. He's not going to have to close as much,
right?
In my opinion, he's a little bit closer to the pace.
You know, Bobby D's got 3, 4 with 1, 10, 5, and again with the win on the 1 and the 3.
Yeah.
This is what you call a wide open affair. Or is it?
Yeah, now we're all curious to see where Sean's going to go with this.
Yeah.
That should be interesting.
I think I'm checking.
I thought it was interesting.
Oh, yes.
Love it. Love it. Horse is beginning to come out into the track.
The 10, they're as Caitlin's talking about the 10 here as her second pick, they're showing the 10 in the paddock, and the 10 looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at pace real quickly here. You know what's funny is
she's a big mare.
Yeah, that's a big horse. Well, that's the 3 I'm looking at right now. Never mind. So my numbers show that there's only one horse that went that was the pace setter in this entire field, and that was the 6. Did it twice recently too than the past 4 races. That's per my numbers what I'm pulling out of it, but yeah, no one else here is pace forward at all. So
no, I like Lone Speed.
Yeah, there's something to it. You got to include the 6 no matter what.
Yep.
I could see it playing out. Yeah.
All right. I think I have my bet.
Ooh. 9 minutes.
Here we go. I am going to do a $2 exacta straight 6 with the 3, 4, 5, 7, and 10.
All right.
It's a $10 bet.
So it's got to be the 6 on top.
Yep.
And then one of those 5 horses has to be underneath.
Yep. 3,
You
4,
didn't pick my 8.
7.
Ooh,
and
I didn't
3,
sell
4,
the 8
5.
enough.
Huh?
No, I'm just joking. I didn't sell the 8 enough, but that's okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I could be completely wrong on the 8, but got a little bit of low.
you
So
could be right
the
there,
six-
Leo. Yeah.
The 6-3 is the lowest in the exacto pool. For $1 is paying 9. So even if we got that
know
one,
what?
we
You know
would
what
still win
formula?
money.
You know what formula? Let's change it. I'm going to make it a $12 bet, and I'm going to throw in your horse.
Oh,
The
okay.
8.
Okay.
Yeah, $12. I'm going to do it with the. Yep. I'm going to throw that 8 in the bottom. Yep. So I'm going to make it a
Okay.
$12 bet.
All right, let me change our banner here. Subtracto 12 from 79, doing some high-level math here. We're down to 67, but we'll soon be adding to that.
Yes, we will.
I do believe. Yeah, let's look at those pools real quickly here.
Yeah. So looking at those, with the 3 would be basically $10 for $1. The 4 would get us $12.42. The 5 would be $42.40. The 7 was paid $24.16. The
Mhm.
8 is $30.46, and the 10 would be $35.72.
And that's just on a dollar bet.
That's on $1.
We'd be
So
doubling
we would be
that.
doubling
Yep.
those.
Yep. There you go.
So
All for winners.
any of them would win money.
Yeah.
Wally. All right. What we got there in comment nation? I know we got a couple comments in here. So Mike Whitten, it's Turfway. Better make it 6 all. We're trying to save a buck or two.
Yeah,
We're budgeting ourselves here. But your comment is valid.
Yeah. If you
Not
feel that
O'Shea.
strong, definitely go for it. But Zach, we're on this show. We're trying to get us through to the races. Exactly. So
Yeah.
And if
Todd's
you're
got-
go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just reading some comments. Finish your statement there.
I was just going to say it is the cocktail lounge. So if you are an IPA fan, you could be betting on the 9 here.
yeah.
Two Hearted.
Oh, yes. Yeah, who does the Two-Hearted? I'm thinking, is that Founders?
Bells.
Bells. The other Michigan brewery.
Yep.
The other big one.
Bells Two Hearted.
Yeah, so CB4 U2 a win. Likes the 7 horse on the class drop, as we were just talking about, Tim.
Yep.
Identified that one as having a significant class drop.
Absolutely.
Todd likes the 6385 Super. Let me highlight these. So here's CB4. And then we got Todd has the 6385. Yep. Mike Whitten suggesting a 6 all. Just a mere suggestion there.
Yep. There's a mere suggestion. Yep.
Yeah, let's see what we got going on here. Jenny is talking football here. I haven't even thought about football. My goodness. What's going on here? Bobby D liking the 10. We were talking about that one having some closing potential on the 10 there. Bob Jackson. First time I read that, I thought it was Bo Jackson was checking in from Auburn.
That's right.
4-6-11 at Turfway. I don't know if that's trifecta box, exacta box, but those are the 3 he likes. 4-6-11. Not too far off of what you had, Tim, right? You didn't like the 11, though.
No, I didn't have the 11 amongst mine.
Okay.
But pretty close.
Yeah. Mike Whitten, $1 exacta key box. 6389. Bankroll down to 760. Don't worry, Mike. You will be recovering soon. I have a feeling.
Yep.
Paul Nolan. 6 is much better than these, or can he be beaten? So he's asking that question.
I'm surprised Mike Whitten is not having like one eye on Turfway and the other one on Delta with his boy Vincente Del Cid back at Delta Downs.
Ooh.
Exactly where he won all his money with his boy Vincente Del Cid is back.
Indeed.
Dr. Jude, how are you?
So, guys, I think we answered this question. I mean, I've got my own feelings on this, but I know you guys were extremely high on the 6. I get it. I totally get it. He's the speed of the race. Not that he has a lot of pace presence, but he's by far the most speedy of these horses. At 8.5 furlongs, I think he could be prone. but based on the bet we have here, it seems like it's his race to lose here. We put him on top in the bet. We've got him winning in our exacta box, our exacta key rather.
And anybody who knows Larry Ravelli, part of his great success is he knows where to spot his animals. He knows where to put them where they can win, and that's part of his high winning percentage. He's a fabulous reader of conditions and books, and like people think the trainer just puts a horse in the race. They study every book, every condition, where does my horse best fit in these positions, and he is a master at finding the right spot and condition for his horses. That's why he has always a very high percentage.
And not to mention, extremely successful at Turfway as well when he picks his spots. He was the trainer of 2 Phils, if I'm not mistaken, right?
He was, yes. Yep.
Had a number of very good wins at Turfway, leading him up to what I would call a successful Kentucky Derby.
And 2 summers ago at Colonial, every horse that Jareth Loveberry and Ravelli put in, they won together.
Yeah. For sure.
Mike Whitten breaking a big story. He's opening a room at his house for Del Sid so he can ride a Turfway. Wow.
You heard it here first, people. Breaking news.
Exactly. Breaking news here. When sports news breaks.
We fix it.
Mike Whitten, who is bringing Vincent Del Sid up to Turfway.
Pollo 12, the 3 at Turfway. So he's like in the 3 here.
Good luck,
5
Pollo.
to 1.
Good luck, my friend. We are 1 minute to post.
Ooh, 1 minute. They better get serious about loading up that gate. Pretty please. And I think I got about 1 race left in me before I have to get serious about dinner. Someone had a dinner post in here earlier.
Yes.
I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Todd. I can't remember. I'm looking for it. No?
Someone had a dinner post earlier. I forget who it was.
Someone had a dinner post, exactly. Yeah, I'll be making homemade chicken nuggets.
There you go.
With roasted cauliflower and carrots for the family. Oh, there it is. It is Todd. He had goulash. Whipping out the old goulash, the Hungarian treat. Well done. Well done. That does sound good. Get some paprika in there. Yeah, the goulash sounds good. Trish Smith, what is best night to go watch at Turfway live on the track? Anyone want to field that? Mike Whitten, do you want to field that one if you're in the comment section and listening?
Hey, Trish. How are you, my friend? Happy holidays. Ooh. Well, the only thing is, Trish, is check your weather forecast, because that is a big, like if you're going, like check the next 5-day forecast and see which night is probably the nicest. That's the best night to watch. Generally, Saturday nights are the best competition. They're generally the biggest races. So Saturday night would be the best race to go because you're going to see the best horses with the best jockeys. But Thursdays, Fridays, excellent indeed too. But Saturday generally, Trish, is the best night for the best horses at Turfway.
I'll throw out a few dates for Trish here. Great comments, by the way. I couldn't agree with you more. I think from what I remember last year, if you skip December and January, you miss the worst cold days.
Yes.
The best date I'll give you, these are 2 Saturday nights. The Battaglia Stakes, which is a Derby prep race, is February 22nd at Turfway.
Yes.
Great time to go. Even better time if you're going to wait a little bit longer, wait a month, 28 days. The Jeff Ruby Stakes, even better Derby prep race is on March 22nd. So those are probably the 2 best days to go. You might see yourself a Kentucky Derby contender in one of those 2 races. Definitely the Jeff Ruby Stakes for sure.
Yeah.
Hey guys, breaking news. My 4 horse that I had second is Scratch. Scratch the 4.
Oh, late Scratch, number 4. Okay.
Does that save us? Does that
Late
save us
scratch. Yep.
$2?
Yep. That's $2. Yep. Yes.
Yeah, that'll be
Okay.
$2 off. So we'll put $2 back.
Yeah, I'm putting $2 back
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Unless you're on that.
No, I wasn't doing it. I was
All
changing my own bets.
All right. We're up to 69. We did the old fashioned way by getting a refund based on a late scratch.
Yeah.
Somewhere Kevin Malone saying nice for Office fans out there. All right. What other comments we got going on here? Poor Paul. Paul had a bet on the 4 and the exacta as well. Oh, Mike Whitten. So Mike Whitten is talking about a different Turfway experience than what we're talking about. Trish is asking for the best night to go. Mike is talking about the most interesting experience. So the Thursday nights may have to step over some drunks passed out in the parking lot, sit in some vomit stained seats, but totally worth it. So this is more of the Bourbon Street Turfway Park experience, whereas we were talking about
Yes.
maybe the best experience to see the most competitive horses. Thank you, Mike Whitten. Appreciate that comment. That was awesome. All right, Bobby D. Bobby D dropping in his picks here. So exactly, he's got the 3 and the 1 on top, and then 10, 5, 9. And then was that win on the 3 and 5? Did I get that right? I don't think I'm reading that right. Sean, do you?
Yeah, let me see here, my friend. Yep. Let me see here. Yeah, no,
I
yes.
stumbled
Bobby
through
has 3-1 with 10, 5, 9, and win on the 3 and the 5.
Okay, I did see that right.
Yep.
It looked weird to me that he had the 3.
All right, guys, we are off. Pretty even
we're off.
start from the middle of the track. The 6 is going to go out to the front. The 8 is sitting just outside him in second, going to put a nose in front. The 9 is another length back in third. Then you've got the 11 on the outside in fourth. The 3 comes up the rail to pass that one. Just behind those, you've got the 9, and trailing the field is the 8 and the 6. 5 is back behind them all. 6 up front, a new piece at 1 to 4 is going to be in the lead. About 3/4 of the length over Second Exchange in second. It's another 3 lengths back to Economic Hangover on the rail. Just a nose in front of Two Hearted sitting in fourth place. They went to the quarter 24 and 3. A new piece is extending that lead out to about 1.5 lengths over Second Exchange in second. Coming into third is Economic Hangover coming up the rail and starting to make a little bit of a move. They went to the half 49 and 1. It is still a new piece up front. Economic Hangover starting to make up a little bit of ground. Second Exchange still right there in second. Two Hearted, here comes the bells in fourth. Up front, it is still a new piece starting to extend out a little bit. 8 is still right there. Second Exchange sitting in second. The 3 is in third. Two Hearted coming outside that one in fourth, moving up into third as we speak. And just outside those, you've got the 11 starting to make a move. A new piece hits the top of the stretch, 6 furlongs in 114 flat. Looks to be flattening a little bit from the far outside. We've got the 9 horse, Two Hearted, starting to make up a little bit of ground down inside his Economic Hangover. It's going to be all a new piece in front by about 8 lengths. Back to Two Hearted in second. Close for third between the 3 Economic Hangover, and I believe that was the 11 Skipping Justice coming up on the outside.
Yep. Yeah. Well, there you have it. It was the 6. The 6 all day.
Much the best. Much the best.
Much the best.
It was a 6-9 day.
My 8 horse running not as I expected at all. I expected him to be way in the back. They must have had a strategy to just unleash him early based on the lack of speed in this race, and it was not to his liking, that's for sure.
Someone hammered this exacta. The 6-9 pays $16 for 2.
On an 8 to 1? On
8
for 2.
8 for $1. Wow.
Ooh. Yeah.
So guys, we got that 6, 9, 11, and then 3. When the 4 scratched, I went to my 4th horse, and here's my trifecta key I played. I just played a $2 tri key 6 with 311.
Wow.
Did not have the 9, but had the next 2.
Wow.
Either way, though, based on what Sean just said about the exacta, I do not think this is going to pay.
No, $16 for
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
hammered it down. It was the second lowest of all of the exactas.
Yeah.
They hammered too hard and late.
Yeah. The 6-3 was paying $4 on a $2 exacta. Not
And
what you
that
usually see.
when I bet it was paying like 14. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Exactly.
someone just absolutely just took there and just absolutely just crushed that thing.
I think at the same time,
I think it's the same guy. I think it's the same guy who bet the pick 5 with the 4 at Fairgrounds staying race 5.
Yeah.
Put all his money down and just hammered the 6.
Yeah.
Well, guys, after one leg, I'm alive in the pick 6. I did single the 6.
There you go. Good job.
Hey, there's a winner. There is a winner.
Wow. That is amazing.
Mike Witten, did I finally get a hit? I'm gonna have to look and see what Mike bet. Del Cid, Turfway, 6 all.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't his play though.
Yes, that was not necessarily you.
He has this.
You get to cash a ticket and lose money. No.
Yeah.
No, right, exactly.
No, but he's
So-
got this exacta box.
Yeah,
He's got
no, he
6,
does.
3.
He does.
8,
Yep.
9.
No, he's got. Yep.
You made money. It's
Yeah,
$8.
yep. Good job, bud. Yeah.
$1 bet.
$8. Yep. You made 40 cents. Excellent. That's profit is profit.
Put that back in your bankroll.
Yep.
Loving it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Take the win. Oh boy. 6, 9, 11.
Yep. Have to start somewhere, Mike. Yep. Absolutely. What a wow.
Great. Indeed. All right. Is it too early to turn the page?
No, not at all.
Never.
This is that we knew that 6 was much the best.
Yes, absolutely. And
you guys
1-4, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Do you guys mind if I take this race? Because I think it's going to be my last one.
Yes. No.
Not at all.
No,
Thank
go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Appreciate it. We're going to get something eventually here. I can feel it.
Absolutely. I feel it coming.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see.
Okay. Well, the next race coming up, we got another maiden special weight. This one for 80K. This is a pretty significant maiden special weight race.
Yeah, this is the big boys here. Yeah.
This is the big boys. Yeah. This is a race where you could start to see maybe a horse that someone is aiming towards Battaglia or even Jeff Ruby stakes.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
8.5 furlongs, 80K maiden special.
For the
And who we
fillies.
got in
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
these
would
are
be-
fillies.
Yes, this would be the Turfway
bad.
Oaks. Yeah.
My bad. Turfway Oaks is what we're talking about here.
Yeah. Yeah. No worries. Yeah. There's an Uncle Mo animal in here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there is.
But the
All a Lobo.
yeah, exactly. 14% on the turf to synthetic angle, but
Yeah.
with Roman, his boy, but
Ah,
yeah. So we'll see on that one. But how long do we have? Let's
got an
see.
English Channel in there.
Yeah, we got some interesting pedigrees here.
Got a Ghost Sapper next to a Gun Runner. Yeah, we pulled out some of the big sires for this one. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
we got some nice horses in this race.
Bernardini. Yeah. Got some horses that have been putting some pretty strong workouts in. Definitely got
Yes.
some class drops. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about some fun
We're
ones
cooking.
here.
Yeah,
We're cooking.
yeah, exactly.
Paul Nolan staying up late.
It
Minus five real
shows
good.
the Turfway just how Zach. I mean, like you can get the tough, but it's the even the people in back of it that make it that much harder. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. The 7. The 7 is the one that's pulling all the money right now, which is interesting. Open at 6-1. Ms. Limoncello, bit of a closer, currently at 2-1. Had 2 races before in the money one time. Classing up for this race. And this one comes from McCarthy. Corrales is the jockey. Okay, I can see that angle for sure. Lemon Drop Kid, the sire.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, not my top pick, but I can see the angle there for sure. Maybe it gets included. We'll see. We'll see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, got a couple horses here closer to the pace. Couple of them showing some closing ability, which could come into play at 8.5 furlongs. No one showing here is having what I would call a pace advantage. There's a couple horses that have been fairly close to the pace. I'm mainly looking at the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a little bit the 6, and possibly scrolling up the 9. Those look like the horses that could possibly show up on the pace here. No firsters, right? These are all horses that have at least had one race under their belt. The 9 having only one race under her belt, Lady Go-Go.
Yeah.
So this
she
one,
lost the Lord of Wonder and Gate to Paradise, who are 2 excellent horses.
Yeah, and I believe that the 9 horse, the one we were just talking about, was also the morning line favorite at 5-2. I'm waiting for the screen to refresh so I can figure out what those odds currently are on the 9, because the 7 was starting to draw a lot of attention early. The early money was feeling the 7.
Yeah, from Michael McCarthy. Yeah.
Currently, Lady Go-Go is 8-1. Woo! Well, that's not going to hold up. Thomas Drury trained horse. Irving Moncada, the jockey. That's significant right there.
That is significant, yes.
That looks like High Shot the 3 with Juan Machado is currently the favorite, 5-2. So the money's moving around. Oh, no. Still Ms. Limoncello at 2-1. They just highlighted the wrong horse there on my my screen. All right, and we have 17 minutes to post on this great maiden special weight race on synthetic, of course, 8.5 furlongs. Anyone who wants to go first, I will give the floor to.
Tim, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You can go ahead. I mean, I've got my horses if you're not ready, but
yeah, go ahead, my friend. Yep.
Yeah. So when I looked at this race, the thing about it was this is another one of those races to where I don't think there's a ton of front end speed, but there are a couple of horses here who have shown a little bit of going to the front. I think if no one else wants to go. So I think there will be a little bit there, but I do like the 3 High Shot here a lot coming in for Sims, getting Machado up. I think that this horse is much the best. I struggled a little bit more underneath, but I've got the 3 as a solid win candidate. I did go ahead and take the 9 horse, Lady Go-Go, not sexy, obviously, with the odds there. Between
7-1 right now, but that'll change, I'm sure.
I think so too, but I like those 2 a lot. And then if I'm going to add 2 more horses, I went to the 5 next, Whopping.
Yep.
This is Brendan Walsh getting Vincent Chaminade up. They've been riding pretty well. This horse has a really nice workout on the 12th of December. Sean, this one we saw at Woodbine. This was the horse who, this is one of the ones who I think might be on the lead here and be able to hold on for a piece because there's not a lot of other speed here. And then I did, and it was close between 3rd and 4th. I could put both of these either way. I had Miss Limoncello the 7 next. So 3, 9, 3, 9, 5, and 7 for me.
Okay.
Pretty chalky. I mean, for Turfway, but looking at these maidens, I especially the 3, those races this horse has been running in have just been much better races.
Yeah, it's interesting. So you talked about pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got it listed here per my metrics. Out of all these horses, and granted, a lot of them, we're talking about maidens here, so not a whole lot of races, but some of them have run 9 or 10 races. Only one horse has set the pace and has done it once, and that's the 5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So only one has really gone to the front and stayed there and driven the whole wagon. Okay.
So it's going to be
picked
interesting based on that.
3957 for Tim. All right.
I do think that 13, if you look back at that 18 August Ellis Park race, got a first call, was headed in the second call, was first in the next call. So is another one that might, again, this is not a super fast horse by any stretch of the imagination, but does like to be a little closer up front, and against these might be there.
Okay.
But we'll definitely be fading.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and this is my bet of the night.
This is your bet of the night?
This is, yes. Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'm sorry I took it from you. Now I really got to listen to what Sean's got.
no worries.
You took it from me. It was my race. It's just
Got to ask these questions going in. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all good. Who you got, Sean?
Number 7, Miss Limoncello, Michael McCarthy, and Corrales. This is the move. I know Foreman is going to hate this, but this is endlessly. This is what do you call? He did it with endlessly for the Ruby. He did it numerous times. Michael McCarthy loves bringing these horses from the West Coast off the turf onto the synthetic at Turfway. He's got a great 21% of the turf, 26% turf to synthetic. Very good in the roots. Gets Corrales, who knows this track so well. He knows how to win on this. This is the type of move that Michael McCarthy just loves to make. And if he's going to have this girl in here for the possible big races later in the year, get her in here. Has been working her out at Churchill Downs consistently since September. It brought her numerous works. She's fit. At Lemon Drop Kid loves the synthetic. I think this horse could be an absolute monster in this race. So the 7 was my first pick. Second, I had Lady Go-Go, Thomas Drury, Moncada. Very solid race versus Lord I Wonder and Gate of Paradise. McLean's music should definitely like the synthetic. That should not be a problem for her. And third, High Shot with the Sims and Machado. Again, not a big, sexy race, but I think at this level and this you're going to get the cream of the crop coming up towards the top in these races. And fourth, I had the 5 Wappin. I mean, so it's not a sexy race, but I think this is definitely the 7th race to lose.
And Caitlin Free has 3,597. So if you box up the 4 that you guys picked, all 3 of you are in agreement. And I agree, it's not sexy. I mean, you're talking about the 5-2, a 9-2, a 3-1, and a 6-1 that we're expecting to come down because it was the morning line favorite. So
hey, Formula, real quick before you talk about your picks and what you're going to do with what we've given you, I'll throw one more out there. And the only reason that I'm adding this is because this is a horse I looked at a couple of times in the PP, and then I moved away from this horse in favor of the top 4 that I gave you. But watching them in the paddock, I think this horse looks pretty good, and it is a horse that I looked at, and that's the 6 Onda Brava.
Yes,
and
thank you.
You know, this is Paulo Lobo, and if you look at this horse coming out of a mile and a 16th race on the turf, and really kind of showed some front end speed in that race, and just was beating by Navarra in there. But this is a horse that seems to be moving forwardly. Has one
Yeah.
race on the synthetic, sprinting early here at Turfway, and didn't do much in that one. But it was early on while she was still a 2-year-old. So this is a horse that could definitely move forward, and she looks pretty good right now. And the interesting thing to me is that she's taking a little bit of money. She's dropped from 15 to 1 to 8 to 1.
Yeah. No, that's a horse I liked a lot too. Yeah, and that's also one of the horses that we were talking about as being possibly closer to the pace than the rest. But we're not talking about like a paced heavy race here, but that is one of the horses that could be there up front, and if the pace holds up, could be in the top 3 at a price. But then who do you knock out? Yeah, I know who I would knock out, but I don't know. I'm going back and forth on it. So what do we have here? 10 minutes? I'll wait on 10 minutes.
So surprising here.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Surprising to me that Lady Go has dropped from a 5 to 2 morning line and has risen up, should I say, to 5 to 1. That's a little bit of a shock to me that this horse has floated up to 5 to 1, because I like the horse. Yeah, more underneath to me, but again, I did have the 9 second. Caitlin had it third. I had 9.5. She had 5.9 behind the 3. But I like the 3 a lot here, and I think 5 to 2 is a good price for a horse that I like a lot.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's a horse I like a lot too. If I'm going to give you a horse that I probably like best, I think it is the 9 here. And I do like the fact that we're getting a price on this animal right now.
Right.
Like, I like Moncada a lot, right? He's been doing very good lately. Thomas Drury being the trainer, that's solid.
Yeah.
All the horses you talk through, I agree with. The horse that I'm like least heavy on that you guys talk through is the 7, but that's Sean's top horse. So it's going to be tough for me to leave that horse off. I like the 6 too.
Yeah, I had the 7 4 just ahead of the 6, and based on the track, I don't know if I wouldn't swap them. To me, limoncello is nice, but as a little aperitivo after your dinner.
Yeah, limoncello. Yeah, I like the speed figures a little bit better for the 6. For whatever it's worth,
and we're getting a nice 9 to 1,
and getting a nice fat 9 to 1. But it's all about who's up top, right? Who's in the winner's circle, or who's making up that trifecta box.
That's it.
It's a tough one. This is a real tough one.
It is, but I still say I agree it's tough underneath, but I love the 3 on top, and that's what I said when I originally spoke, is that I think the 3 to me is the top horse, and everybody else you could kind of swap them and roll them around underneath. To me, it's almost a tri-key kind of thing, to where I'm keying personally. I'm keying the 3 on top of those other horses, and trying to catch something. But I think 5 to 2 is almost a gift on high shot. Getting Lou on looks good. Going to sit just off the pace. Mark Sims, not a lot not to like. Not trying to talk you into anything, just talking through it.
No. Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
Calumet Farm too. Come on.
Yeah,
definitely a classic.
Yeah, I better get my final bet in here in a second. Just looking at a few more indicators here to see who I want to use as the key.
Vince Watson in the house. We got Tom in here. Look at this. Hi, Tom.
Tom likes the 2 to be in the picture.
Yeah.
Only 1 start on Tapeta, didn't run great, but has been running better and closer in recent starts. All right.
Half of 2 wins at Turfway. Yeah, nice. That's how it's done. Sylvie Doyle. Yeah, big prices. Yeah. Lost the Jungle Cat. Yeah. Tiger Tap, 2 good horses.
All right, let me type this up. I think I got it.
That's right. The formula will be happy. That opening day at Santa Anita, Mystic Dan makes his return back. The Derby horse makes his debut back on Santa Anita opening day.
Beautiful.
Just the $1 double, the 9 is just like 60 cents less than the 3, but in the pick 3, the pick 4, and the pick 5, the 3 is the favorite in all of those wheel pace.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right, guys. I think I got my. All right. So we are doing a try key box again. So Tim, I took your advice on the 3. I do like the 3 a lot here. And I was going back and forth between a few horses. Like we said, it's close. What I liked about the 3, if I scroll down here, look at my numbers. So Machado, solid. The class is solid. I do like the horse is fairly close to the pace and still has like a pretty monster closing number. So I feel pretty confident that this horse is going to be up there 5 times in 7 races being in the money. And with a tri-key box, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for one of the horses that you feel is going to be a guarantee to be in the money, right? And with this field, it's deep, it's wide. I'm thinking that that's going to be my play here. And I like the position too. Third position here, especially with the 1 scratching. I think that helps a little bit in here as well. The 5, as we talked about before, I almost went with this horse because I do think that it has a good chance to be the pace setter, but it's also a bit of an unknown here. Set the pace last time out, only horse to do so, but doesn't settle it. It's still very wide open in terms of pace.
Wow.
Still including the 5. I think it's got the best in class. Best in class. Also going to the 9 a little bit here. I mean, they're very close. I like the 9 a lot. Maybe the horse I like slightly best, but I do feel with 1 race in the 9's belt, I like the 3 better as a safer play for my key. But I have to include the 9, 4-1, digging that. And then instead of taking Limoncello at 4-1, I'm looking at the 6 here, who both Tim and I really liked when you stepped away, Sean. We were talking about the 6 here being very close to the 7, but we like 10-1 better than 4-1. So we're looking for a price.
Hey, taking my best bet out.
Yeah.
Love
So I see. I know your top
so
play.
I just doubled my bet.
Yeah, I'll be stepping away a loser. I know.
No,
Rodney Evans, I see you in there saying no 7 in the play there. I took my top 3 horses. The 7 was my 4th, but it was very close with the 6, and I'm going to give the nod to the 6 here just because I think it's close enough, and I'm playing with the money. So
How much would it cost to extend with the 7?
$18.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's tough. Yep. Gotcha.
Alex. All right, Alex. You're making it tough on me, bud. You're making it tough on me. We'll see. I might be able to swing it this year. I might be able to swing it.
I took a look at some Airbnbs that we could do multiple bedrooms and just the whole Trust the Profits crew hang out.
Yes. See, that's what I think would be really cool. The Trust the Profits crew,
What do you
getting
think,
like in the
Sean?
living room, getting a computer on there, going through everything. Hey, what do you see here? Maybe we can improve Tom's formula by doing this, right? I mean, there's all sorts of cool things that can happen that night.
That's what we did at Parks. Tim, Keith, and I. Right, the night before we studied every race, and we hit the late pick 5 for 500 and something bucks.
Yeah, we not only hit the late pick 5, even the races before that, we were like hitting several, and Sean had a really good day, and I had a good day in the pick 5s and came out a winner. But yes, we went race by race, horse by horse. We talked about every horse.
Nice. That's the
and
dream.
It was just a great way to go through the program. It didn't take us that long, but I thought the next day when we went in there, we were really prepared, and we just had a great day.
Cool. Let me double check the date on Keeneland. I know my daughter's birthday is actually around that time. Shoot.
Hey, Dan Witchen, exacta box 5-7. Yeah. CB's got 11 across and 11 all exacta box. Wow. Okay, there we go. Like
11 all.
It'll be the 5th of April is the Bluegrass Stakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks before my daughter's birthday, so I'm semi-safe there.
So the first weekend in April.
Yep.
Put it on your calendars, folks. Come hang with the prophets.
Yes.
We're going to the gate.
Whether I'm there or not, there will be some profits there.
Without a doubt. There will be prophets and there will be prophets with a PH and an F.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, they are loading up. 0 minutes. Couple horses loaded already. It looks like they're trying to load up the 5 next. What's the big day at Assiniboia Downs and Woodbine? I have to experience both tracks on big days.
Manitoba Derby is at Assiniboia. That's the big day.
And the King's Plate is
Woodbine.
the Woodbine.
And that's a September date, the King's Plate?
August.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I knew it was late summer, early fall.
Yep. Yep. Usually the second and third week in August.
Awesome. All right.
There's 5. Got a little bit of a temper here.
Whopping needs to get whopped. Whop that horse and we'll put Whopping in the gate. Let's go.
Oh, the river and through. He does not like that gate.
That 7 might make its way in if that 5 has to scratch, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the play.
Exactly. We'll just swap the 5-1 for the 9-2.
Yeah.
Come on. Get her in. On the Bravo, the 6 goes in. Miss Limoncello takes her place. Headed to the outside. Fashion Affirmed will be the last to load. And
Ooh, they're off.
Pretty even start from the
Very even.
middle of the track. It looks like the 6 on the Brava is going to head out to the lead. You've got the 7 Limoncello just outside her. Lady Go-Go is going to take the first turn very wide. Ogima Bay, that's the 2 horse, is going to be sitting in 4th just off of those down on the rail. Up front on the Brava's got about a 1-length lead. And here comes Lady Go-Go. Just outside that one, Ogima Bay, the 2 horse down on the rail in 3rd. The 7 Limoncello is just outside that one. She's a Little Stinker is going to go 3 wide as they hit the backstretch. They went to the quarter 24-3. And Lady Go-Go takes about a 1/2 length lead over on the Brava down on the inside. She's a Little Stinker is coming up outside that one in 3rd. Miss Limoncello is sitting in 4th place in good position. Just outside that one, it looks like that's the 13, I believe, coming and starting.
Yeah.
Fashion Affirmed starting to make a move. Lady Go-Go, and here comes She's a Little Stinker.
Ooh.
That was in 49-3. Lady Go-Go, She's a Little Stinker is a 1/2 length back. Just outside those, we've got a horse coming with
3.
a rush. That's Stay Lost at 19-1 as they hit the top of the stretch in 6 furlongs at 115. Stay Lost heads to the top of the stretch in front. Down inside, it's Lady Go-Go sitting in 2nd.
Get up there, 3.
She's a Little Stinker is still 3rd. Stay Lost is pulling away, leading by about 3 lengths over Lady Go-Go down inside, just outside that one. Here comes Whopping. Whopping's going to get up into 2nd, and it looks like a late run from, I believe
this track is impossible right now. Wow.
What's that?
Man, this is just impossible. Jen,
we had the 3 and the 5.
There's Jen. Yeah, there you go, Jen.
Ocho,
Geno, El Winero.
No tenemos al Ocho.
Crap.
Wow.
I picked a bad angle. Sorry, guys.
Stay Lost.
We're all talking ourselves into it.
I was the one lost with that pick.
Wow, that was wow.
We did get High Shot coming up, and we had Whopping there in a second, so 3 and 5.
Man.
But we had
that was one of the closers.
Lost.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like the race times on Stay Lost. but there were just too many positives on other horses that I liked to
Yeah.
pull them up into my
Corrales
top
got
ten.
the
Pull her up.
7 in a very bad spot. She was getting bumped constantly throughout the race. That was not a great. Don't be surprised if next time if you see Umberto or someone come in and ride her in the next race, because Corrales really bumped that 7 around like throughout the. She lost a lot of ground.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in the ride by Luan on the 3 as well. I don't think he ever put her into the position to where she's been racing. So if you look at her races, I think she's had better positioning throughout the races, and it just came a little bit late, and I'm a little surprised by that. He hasn't been having the meet so far at Turfway that you typically see out of him.
Yeah,
that's a good point. We usually we lean on him, but it hasn't been.
Yeah, Rodney, if you go to the King's Plate, I will be there, my friend. So if you go up to the King's Plate at Woodbine, I will be there for it. So,
all right, guys, I am stepping away. Good luck to you two the rest of the way out. We'll get one.
We'll get one. Yep,
we will.
All right, have a good one, everyone.
Thank you, buddy.
Have a good night.
Love the hat.
Good night.
This track is it. Yeah, this was. Yeah, Bobby D had them all, but in the wrong order. Oh,
I did not have an 8 in there.
No
way I would have had that 8.
Nope.
I like too many horses in front of.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Stay lost. Nope.
And the crazy, I had all the horses behind her, but did not have the 8.
Yep, 31 to 60 days, 4%. Synthetic 5%. No, that was not. That is not what I do. We're trying to get winners here. And Colin, Merry Christmas, my friend, to you and your family. Love having you check in, friend. Yeah, that was a race right there where. Yikes. Yikes, Rooney. Yeah, the double figure losing streaks winning. I hear you, Paul. It's like we're at what's it, Cheltenham? Something exactly. We're doing that exactly. But that was a interesting race, exactly, for sure. What's that exact pay there, Tim?
Which one was it? 8.5.
Yeah.
Let's see here real quick. So the 8.5 was paying $197.48 for a buck.
Wow.
$200.
Oof. Anyone who had that, congratulations.
So with that, and then you got the favorite underneath. So I'd say the 50-cent try probably pays about $400 or so.
Oh man. And Caitlin's top picks there were 3, 5, 9, 7. So she wishes the 8 had stayed lost. Exactly. She was right there.
$50-cent try pays $297.
Wow. Amazing.
Colin, there have been plenty winners tonight, just none of them have been the horses we picked.
Yes, exactly. This has been
but we're about to change that.
We are about to change that right now.
Right. We got $60 left. 4 races to go.
Yep. And the great thing is, folks, as you can see, we're not betting big rate. We're not betting big bets here, because this is Turfway. You look at how many of these horses are just, it's not like you're at a Saratoga meet where there's, you kind of have a real. You're on dirt. You're on you like it. You don't. Exactly. This is a lot of real. You got babies, you got everything going on here, which is, ever interesting,
Well, I'm really disappointed.
Why is that?
I'll tell you why here in a minute after I get your picks for race 6 and I talk about mine, but no rush to do that. But
Okay. Jen needs the 8, 9, 11, and 5 for the double. Go get them, Jen.
all right, Jen.
It'd be fantastic. There you go. Let me see here. All right. So this is race 6 coming up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
19 minutes. We got lots of time. So.
19 minutes to go. Okay, here we go. Yep. And thank you to everybody joining us tonight. We can get right back to the winner circle very easily. And okay, yeah, I definitely have my top horse here for sure. Let's see if the bettors are agreeing with me here. The 5 is the big favorite here with Lawan for Matthew Sims. Taking all the money right now. One that I am not thrilled about.
What's that? The race or the horse?
Yeah, no. The 5 is the 7 to 5 favorite right now of a 10 to 1 morning line. He's also the low double.
I'm just rewatching the replay of the last race. Luan dropped that 3 all the way to dead last before he even started to make a move. And right now, as they hit the top of the stretch, he's moving with the 3, and the 3 has got so much horse and so much momentum. And he comes from dead last, and he takes the horse 6 wide in the turn, 6 wide.
Yeah.
And then now in the stretch, the horse is making up the most ground of any horse on the track.
Yeah.
I don't know why that horse was so far back, because nothing in the PP says that horse should be that far back.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand.
Nope. So, this is an interesting race here for sure. And Jen needs 8, 9, 11, and 5 for the daily double. Colin's next formula is 12, 9, 11, 5, 3. Very interesting, my friend. We got a trainer in here named Hutch Hulsapple. I don't think I've ever heard of Hutch Hulsapple before. This is a fascinating race to me. This is quite the interesting race here. You know, horses never do what they're told. Remember that. Look at Mike Whitten. Every Thursday before race 1, I love Turfway. Every race 5, I hate Turfway. That's great.
Yes, great. Mike. It's all true.
All true. All of the above is definitely true. Yeah. And no, I really like a horse in this race. All right. You want my top 3?
Please, sir.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is the last lounge in 2024. We don't know that, Paul. Yeah, we'll have to. That will be kind of determined, because next week is the day after Christmas. So we'll have to see how we're all doing, and then
Right.
then we'll see then the next one will be on the new year for sure.
Right.
Is that
We'll put something out next week and let everybody know for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Like what we're doing with our families and all that stuff. All right. My first pick, my friend, is the 9 Guile, John Ortiz and Alex Achard. I do like this horse and the fact that John Ortiz has really become a good off the claim trainer. I know he's only 6%, but that's almost all on dirt. So I'm not really going to, this horse is out of blame, out of a distorted humor horse bred by Mark Keller. If this horse doesn't take to the synthetic, I will be greatly shocked. I think this horse, interesting, he had one work at Turfway, and it was 100 out of 36, but it was interesting. John, so on the way from Belmont, went to Turfway, gave him and then brought him to CDT and brought him back here tonight. Has Alex Achard up, who has had a very solid start so far to this meet, 4 out of 21, 10 out of 21 in the money. I think this horse will definitely take to the synthetic running at a mile. I also do like the fact that some horses are scratched in towards this thing. The second horse was the 11 Fast Solution. Hutch Hupsapple, I don't know much about him, but his numbers aren't great on the thing, but his horse, Gervin out of a Dunkirk, that should definitely love synthetic. His numbers don't say it, but then again, some of the trainers tonight that have won, their numbers don't say it, and they've won. So that was my second pick. And then my third pick was indeed the 5 Copper Missile, who I did not expect to be a 9-5 with a lower thing, but definitely ran a very nice 4th at Woodbine to Wicked to Django, War Strategy, and Deadspin, who are all 3 excellent horses. Be interesting to see if he takes to the Turfway thing, but he is definitely in the mix. So I was 9, 11, and then 5.
All right. So we're pretty close. So 9, 11, 5 for you. I will tell you right off the bat that the horse that I've got on top is the 11. I actually love the 11 in here, and I'm surprised that it doesn't look like the 11 is getting a whole lot of respect. It's floated up from a 5-1 morning line up to 8-1. But when I look at this horse obviously only has one race, and against this field a little more experience, but to win first time out at Churchill Downs, that was a 7 furlong. The horse was claimed out of that race, but the thing about it is, Sean, is that this horse has some pace, and will probably like to stretch out to a mile in here. I think that probably fits the horse even better than the 7 furlongs on the dirt, and gets the biscuit up. This is a race totally devoid of pace in my mind. I think everybody else wants to take back and may just go out for the lead and not look back with Adam up. I think he takes this horse out and just sees if he can outrun everybody. I do have the 5 and 9 underneath, and I'm going to add one more, and that was one that Colin said in his formula he had on top, and that's the 12 Publius. This is a horse for Eric Foster, getting Abe Cedillo up. Has been off since October, but basically broke a maiden, and then they stuck the horse immediately into an allowance class against better horses on the turf. Now gets the third shot on the synthetic here at Turfway. Had a couple of races that weren't horrible back at the beginning of the year. So this is definitely a horse that with improvement could figure. And if you look at that 12 December work, shot a bullet 101, going 5 furlongs that day. So definitely could figure there. So we've got some things to look at and consider here. And I was just looking that Caitlin, she does have the 12, 5, and 9 underneath, but her top pick is the 8, my friend Louis. This horse was a 20-1 morning line, has currently been bet down to 7-1. I don't have that horse in my top 5.
Yeah, no, yeah. Wow.
I'm betting that, obviously, Caitlin is the paddock reporter for Churchill Downs. This horse ran twice at Churchill in the fall, so she probably saw this horse and saw something that she liked there. Horse does have a bullet coming out of the Skylight Training Center, so
Yeah.
maybe
Also does have a almost nice game second
right.
on the Turfway at this level. So
Right.
at least has run,
Right.
decent.
Has 5 races total here at Turfway
Yeah.
and has a first, second, and a third. So horse started here last year and definitely broke his maiden here last year at this distance at a mile. So not too bad. And then came back after that one. First race after that, won again. First time out against winners, and then just was beat the next time out. So maybe one to consider that probably maybe likes the Turfway. Maybe horse for a course, Sharon.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
But I did like the Copper Missile, the 5 horse in here. I went ahead and put the horse underneath, especially with the way to me that Luan is riding. I just don't think he's riding the way he's been riding here. But I'm absolutely shocked that this horse off a 10-1 morning line is even money.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't get that at all.
No, Zach. I liked him underneath. I didn't like him in,
No way. And even less at even money.
Absolutely. Thank you to everybody for joining us here tonight. So appreciate it. And let's see how many minutes we get. 8 minutes till this race. 5 down to even money. I do not see that, but let us know who you guys like out here, my friend. Paul Nolan says 8 is one here at Turfway. Yeah.
Right.
Bobby D's got 7 with 12, 1, 3, 4, and win on the 7. So he likes the 7. This is one of those cards too, where you're like, you see, this is as folks say, this is what makes Turfway so challenging. It's just it can make you overthink and make you over because it's the races are so challenging. Yeah, Paul, a lot of them do run at Churchill and then they try them on the synthetic to see how they're doing during the winter rather than, give them a race, see how they're doing.
And sometimes with some of those fall horses, if you got to watch if a horse just started out at Churchill and then in the fall and then came to Turfway, sometimes the intent was the synthetic all along.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Now,
yep.
If a horse had been running quite a bit at other tracks and running on the dirt and goes to Churchill, this may be a last race or two before they go ahead and turn the horse out for the winner.
Yep. Or they just say, let's give it a shot and see how he does, and then we'll know. And
Exactly.
Yeah. Mark, I am with you, my friend. I love that 9. Yeah, Arch Preservationist has already had one winner tonight, and he's out of Arch. So that the Arch babies can definitely take to the synthetic. Down to 9-2 now. A little late money coming in on him. Definitely out of blame. He should take to this synthetic for sure.
So Sean, I don't think we need to wait anymore.
Love it. Love it.
So we're gonna take a shot here, trying to just catch an exact. I think in this field, with the way that the odds are, I think we have a good chance that even if we just catch an exacta with the right horses here, it can pay a little bit and get us back on the right track. So
Yeah.
this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a $16 play here. We're gonna play an exacta key box. We're gonna key the 9 with the 5, 8, 11, 12.
Yep. Love it. Love it. You're going to get back on the winning track. We are 4 minutes to post.
And any of those pay pretty decently.
Yeah, which is great. And I think they're all logical plays too.
And we'll still have 44 for the last 3 races, plus whatever we pocket here.
Yes. Horses starting to make their way to the gate.
Sean, we got 3 minutes while they make their way to the gate. I'm gonna grab a quick refill.
Sure, absolutely. And let us know with the holidays coming up. Is anybody heading to anywhere? Are you heading? Are you staying home? Are you heading on the road? Where are we all staying for the holidays? Paul, do you do anything for the Christmas holiday over in Ireland? Let us know. I love Benny bets. Always put a horse that doesn't make sense in your play at Turfway. Yeah, Benny, the problem is the only thing in your bet would be $100 every race you did. And it still might come in, and you might hit big. This track is it's amazing the different things that can come in. Bob Jackson says not much this year, just staying local. Bob, yeah, that's not bad at all. Dr. Jude has 413. Good luck, my friend. Mark, good luck with the 9. I'm with you on there. And we got Tim. Are you staying home for the holidays? Are you?
So we'll be here for Christmas. We are gonna make a little trip down to San Antonio at some point over the couple-week break there and visit the grandkids and my son and daughter-in-law. So we'll do that for a little bit.
Oh, excellent, wonderful. Be a little warmer down there, hopefully for you.
It will be. But you know, when you're with grandkids, Sean, it's like you're warm inside, so it doesn't matter.
Amen. Amen. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what the season's all about, my friend.
Amen. Yep. That's right.
Friends and family.
It is what it's all about. Yep. I will be with my 10-year-old niece, my 12-year-old niece, and my 14-year-old niece. So that will be
Nice.
Quite the fun Christmas for sure. There are 3 great kids, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Looks like Paul's going to be with his nieces as well there, Sean.
Oh, there you go, my friend. Wonderful, Paul.
Right at the wire. Alex is going with Caitlin.
Love it. There you go.
He in the 8. So, Alex, we will allow your 8 with the 9. Okay,
Yeah,
that's the only way we'll allow it, because if you hit the 8 and the 9, then we hit it too. So we'll accept that one.
Love it. Anyone going to opening day at Santa Anita? No, Jen, I wish I could, but it's a little far for me.
How are they going to get spectators? They can't even get horses.
I will be with my family that day in a vicious Yankee swap.
All right, loading up.
Here we go.
They're off. Pretty even start, and our 11 is gonna take the early lead and try to duck down to the inside, down on the rail. You've got the 1 horse Heating in second. Just outside that one in third is the 3 Dynamis. Our 9 horse, our key, is back in fourth. Guile up on the outside of the 8 horse. It's another length back to the 13 on the outside, 12 inside that one. 8's down on the rail. Another length back to the 7. And trailing the field are the 5 and the 4 up front. They go to the quarter, 24-1. The 11 Fast Solution, it's got about a length and a half lead right now. And as my ADW cut out, here we go. The 9 horse Guile coming up on the outside. So we're looking good right now. We'll stop the race, 11-9. We'll take that one.
Yeah, we'll take that one all day.
13 to the outside. Heating, the 1 horse, has been sitting the trip down in the inside on the rail. It's still Fast Solution. Went to the half, 48-1. Up front by about a length and a half. Guile is still sitting comfortably and starting to close that gap a little bit. Down to a length now, down to 3/4. It's Fast Solution in front. Guile starting to make a move. Outside both of those, here comes Publius, the 12, starting to make a run. And way on the outside, the 5 horse looks to be making a huge run as well. Down inside, it's still Fast Solution. Publius, Copper Missile starting to make a run. That's the horse that was really making up ground there. Copper Missile is trying to catch down at the end. Fast Solution in front. Copper Missile, it's going to be 11-5. Oh my goodness. Exactly how I called it.
Yeah. And the 9 just absolutely faltered.
Oh, that sucks because I was going to key the 11 and then I went ahead and took the 9.
I know.
11 was my horse.
Oh,
Oh, that hurts.
I know. Rick had 9-11. Oh. Rick, did you have 9-11 and all? Did you win? Rick had 9-11 with all. Wow. With Tom says with Christmas and New Year's in the middle of the week, Oakland runs both weekends this year. They took a late December break. Okay. Did Jen hit her double? Little boom. Yep. There you go, Jen. Nice job, Jen.
Oh, Sean, I gave out 11, 5, 12, and I think that's going to be the try.
Exactly.
That's going to be the try.
I know, huh? Oh,
look at that.
Wow.
Good God. Do what I say and not what I do, people.
Yeah. Jeez.
I hate that. When you call it out and that's exactly how you have them. Go back and listen to what I said. That's exactly the 3 horses I had.
Yep.
Kills me.
Wow. Just box up my formula. It doesn't fail. Did Colin let you have that? Yeah. Colin had it. Colin had the formula there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 12. Yeah. But the problem is, and then this is where we get into on this show, right? Personally, you could probably hit that. But if you're doing $40 every race to hit something like now in this case, he gave it out on the air, which is exactly what I'm saying. But if you're using $30, $40, $50 every time, you might be able to hit it. But you know what I'm saying? But on this show, we're trying to keep it more condensed rather than so. A track like this is that much harder because you have to be that much more succinct to hit,
I should have stuck with my head though, Sean.
I agree. Yeah,
instead of getting too cute with trying to pick which horse I thought might be the best best key, and just played my horses because that exacta pays $65 for $1, so we'd have gotten back at $130 for that. So. And I should have had the try in there.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah,
those were my top 3.
I mean, this track right now is just this is where their racing secretary deserves a lot of credit because it makes you think and question yourself and go back and
right.
It's right now it's just the form is just. And we both like that 11. That was my second pick there,
Yeah, that was my top pick.
Love that 11. Yeah.
Oh man, risk it with the biscuit.
Yeah. Risk it with the biscuit. Yep. Yep. He ran impressively there. But Jen, great job on your double, my friend. Well done. Did anyone else have that? James Way had the 3. Rick Johnson. Did Rick Johnson have his 911 with all? Rick, did you have the 11 all? Let's see if you did. That's incredible. You did. Nice job, Rick. Way to go. It's a nice hit. That is a nice hit, Rick. Let's see what did the exact pay?
65 for $1.
Ugh. And you like that? That was your try, man. You should have that. Yeah.
It was. That's what kills me, Sean. I'm about just sitting over here like beating myself up because I had that. I had that ice cold. It was like, and the trifecta for 50 cents paid 178. And you know, I'm a $2 try person, so that's $700.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah, that's what this track does to you. It plays with your mind.
Yep, makes you question yourself instead of just doing what you know you should do.
It does, exactly. Yeah, and you always stick with your gut, but on this track, you're looking 8,000 directions to see what you know. That's the tough part about this track. This is by far what this makes this track the toughest, you know, because it is just an absolute mind burner. Yeah, exactly. So. Let's see here.
We'll just turn the page and get the next one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was a tough one for sure. We got race 7 coming up here. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see here. Race 7. We have another 2-year-olds. Maiden 15,000. Maiden 2-year-olds at a mile. This is an interesting race. We've gone from the 80,000 to the 15,000. All the food cappers were like just pickles. This would be an interesting race for sure. One is already run here. Interesting race so far. The early favorite here is Only the Good off a 10-1 morning line. Kelsey Danner, who's always right there with her horses. And we got 19 minutes to race 7. Turn on the NFL. There you go. Oh, yeah, this race. It's cold there, right? He's like, one more race, and then Boot Barn is calling my name. There you go. There you go, Chen. Trust is a must, or your game is a bust. Absolutely. Yeah. Exactly. And calling you exactly. It does make you question. Because he had that trifecta like cold. Exactly. Yeah. But we move on, right?
We do.
That's all you can do.
It's all right.
So, yeah. So this is a All right, and seventh, yeah, 2-year-olds. Always an interesting race here for sure. Tim, let's see if you can get 2 ice colds in a row here. I may just go with your because you're seeing the ball very well tonight, my friend.
Yeah, I mean we're right there. We just can't put together the right ticket.
Yeah.
So
we'll be able to do that.
I'm a little bit surprised here by the 3 being 4-1. I don't think that holds, honestly. I think this horse is going to come back up a little bit because the 2 in my mind is going to be a pretty clear favorite here. I think this horse is one that's probably going to take money. Was working really well, had 2 really strong works up leading up to that 7 December race. And then they bring the horse back pretty quickly off of that. So definitely needed that race. Looks pretty even in that. So I'm not sure that was it wasn't just a paid workout.
Sure.
And they bring the horse back quickly, and they go from the sprint to stretching the horse out. So, so definitely something to like there, but I do have a horse I like a little bit more than that one, and that's the 11 Stunning Bruno.
Yeah.
John Zazuski and getting Jimenez up. This is a horse that's been running against much better on the Kentucky circuit. Has a couple of close on the board finishes there at Churchill Downs, and I just think that this horse can move forward here. Looks pretty good here. So I had 11-2. And then after that one, there are a couple here. I like the first time starter a little bit, Just Pickles for Ryan Walsh getting Moncada up. But I'm going to give you one more over that one, and that's the 12. This is a horse, first time starter at Indianapolis. Basically, that was 5.5 furlongs at a sprint, was right there, put a head in front, then was just beaten by a length, 3.25 lengths in that one, finishing 4th. But probably needed that race. Probably going to like the stretch out here. Does have some workouts since that October race, and the last time out was a bullet there at Indiana. So that's another one that I'm going to play on my ticket here, getting Fernando de la Cruz up. So 11-2, 12, and 5 is what I got here, Sean.
What was it again, my friend? Sorry.
11-2, 12-5 is what I
11-2, 12-5. Okay. Stunning Bruno.
And it's crazy because I just gave you 4 horses and I didn't give you the current 5-2 favorite, the 3.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
I just don't have the 3 there.
Yeah, Zach. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this 3 has definitely been working out solidly since even at Turfway, even when ran at Churchill Downs, this horse has been working out nicely. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I don't see that horse at 5-2. I can see,
Definitely not.
Not at all. So yeah, I definitely think this 2 will be very live here for sure. With Terraza. I think that was a total workout race last time. So I don't really know what that, 7-1. That's 7, that's quite the price here. Look at this. Yeah, I don't see how this 3 will stay at 5-2. This just may be early money. Coming in maybe, because that does tend to happen at times.
I mean, I get that the works look really good. That's a really fast work on the 10th of December, 47-1, 4th of 56 that day. The work before that, breezing from the gate at Turfway, that was a nice 48 flat. So the horse, it definitely has some good works coming into the race. Kelsey Denner out of 9 races so far, doesn't have a win, but has a couple seconds and a couple of thirds here early on. Gets a Biscuit, who's already got 1 win tonight.
Yeah.
So there are things to like. That was a dirt race. Now we're going to synthetic, but I did not have this one, from a pedigree standpoint as being somebody who should be that much of a move forward, which is why I didn't have the horse. But that being said, it's not always pedigree, and the horse seems to like the track, judging from the works.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yep. And you got the Biscuit, who's already had a win, as you said,
Right.
Exactly.
So interesting. Colin said he's got 11, 3, 5, 12, 7. So I've got 11, 2, 5, 12. So pretty darn close. But with the 4 I gave you, Sean, and the way that the 3 looks and the money the horse is taking, you should definitely consider that one as well. I just don't like a horse off a 10-to-1 morning line that's 2-to-1 in a race that's a wide open maiden race like this. So.
Yeah, and the other thing that again here, and this so plays with your mind, the 10-9 out on a mile is just not ever really a great, you know what I'm saying? So like the horses may look great, but you know what I'm saying? The 9 out is just such not a good post, especially for 2-year-olds, and some of the horses I like are all on the outside,
Right. Yeah, that's me. I like the 11 quite a bit, and it's definitely going to impact them a little bit for the older horses. But, this is a horse that probably wants to take back a little bit, so may just look for some positioning here. Jimenez is off to a pretty good start, so he's riding pretty well.
Yeah.
And I was just looking. Caitlin was talking. I thought she was going to give her picks, but I don't see them on the screen. I don't have the sound on, but they're showing the 12 right now, so I'm not sure if that's her pick here.
Is this race 7?
Yes.
He's 12, 3, 2, 7.
There it is. Yeah, they just put them up. So 12, 3, 2, 7, correct.
Yeah.
So she doesn't even have my 11 in there. The morning line was 2, 11, 12, 5.
Okay, so let me see. And you really like the 11?
I had the 11 on top of the 2.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah. Zach and Fernando de la Cruz. Yeah. Jen likes your 11. Christopher D'Souza has $40, 5 in the win of place, and a 557 exact in try box. Good luck, Chris. Let's see.
And Tom points out what I was just looking at, the wheel pays here. The 3 is the 3rd choice in the double and 4th in the pick 3. So probably won't be on top
exactly.
When the final money comes in here. So
exactly. And what do we got? $44 left? Is that what we got?
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, on top of the 3, you've got 11, 12, then 3 in the double.
Yeah.
And 12, 11, 2, then 3 in the pick 3.
Okay.
So 12, 11, 2, that's pretty much my horses there. I've got 11, 2, 12, and 5.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right. Still can't believe this 2 is at 7-to-1.
No, me either. And I'm looking at this at the paddock video right now, and they're showing the 2, and looks pretty calm. Ears forward.
Yeah.
The 11 looks really good as well.
11 looks really good. Yeah.
11's a little more on the toes than the 2 is.
Okay. Yeah. Stunning Bruno. Patience. Yeah. John Disrowski. Overdriven synthetic. Yeah, this is one of those races where you're just wondering what you're doing. The exactas are all good.
Now the 2's up on the toes as they took off while they were circling, just kind of flattened out a little bit, but
yeah,
definitely looking good at 7-to-1. And the 11's 5-to-1. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, this is a
I
mile.
definitely had those two on top.
I think of like, see, this is what makes Turfway. So as you said, is what horse do you key? You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
I mean, you could key. There's like 4 horses you could key, but will they be there? You know, that's the question. You know. Do you like the 9 at all?
No, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the 9 pretty far down. I will tell you one that I like that I was just looking at again, Sean, after seeing the horse in the paddock, and that's the 6. This is a horse that I looked at a little bit. It doesn't look like a whole lot there, but it was just one of those to where could definitely move forward off of that. I thought the horse would run better, but FanDuel, I'm not a fan. But
Yeah.
looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
That used to be my home track for a while. I was there for
Sure.
years
Yeah.
a couple of times.
7 is interesting for Steve A. The horses come from Indy at a mile and over have done pretty good at Turfway. Adding blinkers and has a race under the belt. Yeah. Colin. That's And James White agrees with you. 1, 4, 7, 12.
Yeah, the 7 needs to do something after getting beat by 32 lengths last time out.
Yeah, exactly. 11 is favored in the double win pay. Yeah. And Evan Jimenez has gotten some nice winners in so far. This is one of those races where you're like, okay. Let's see, Just Pickles. Just Pickles is an interesting one with Minkata. Horse has been working out decently over this strip.
Whoa. 9's trying to throw the rider.
Evan looks good on the track.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm leaning. I mean, that was my top pick. I didn't do that last time, and it's probably going to haunt me the rest of it.
And we got $44 left. And how many races left? We got 2? Three races.
Yeah, so we've got this race and 2 more.
Okay.
You bet what you think you need to. We can adjust later if we need to.
Yeah, no, I know exactly. I'm just trying to think here, 2, 3.
Because we don't want to not make the right bet now that would have cost us the wager.
Right. No, exactly. Let me see here. Let me see if
I'm still shocked that 3 is holding as the favorite.
Me too. Yeah, exactly.
3
Yeah.
to 1.
I know. Yeah, that's the Kelsey Danner effect.
I think so because I just can't buy it.
Yeah, no,
I'm not buying what they're selling.
And the biscuit's been, very, so the 9 threw out. So, okay. Let me see here. This will help clear the picture a little bit. Okay. I think I got our bet. An exacta. The 11 with the 2, 3, 5, and 12.
Just straight up, not keyed.
No, the key. Was that 16?
Up and down. So yeah, so that'll be 16. Let me change that then.
Yep. 11 with the 2, 3, 5, 12. If my kid will fall asleep, I'll jump on. Random math questions. I hear it, Colin. Colin, what are you guys doing for Christmas? You staying local? What are you going to family? What are you guys doing? There we go. I got 3 minutes to post.
So leave us 28 for the last 2 races, Sean. Plenty.
Yep.
Plenty to make a recovery.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
The last 2 is normally one of the races we hit.
Absolutely. As I said to people earlier, I said you could be wrong in every race, but if you hit one there, you're doing fine.
Yeah, we should have hit that last one though.
I agree. You should be ahead.
All it takes is one.
All it takes is one. Exactly. Yep. See, thanks, Jen. Absolutely. Oh, Collins staying local has got hockey games. Yep. Only in Collins area would they have hockey games near Christmas. Everyone, all the normal people in the suburbs, take off during them. But yeah. So we got how many minutes to go? Good luck, Colin, with all the games, my man. Hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. I like it, right? See, Rodney, that's the attitude to take, man. It's short term. This game is short term memory. I've always said that to everybody.
Absolutely.
I remember there was one day that Tim and I couldn't hit the back of a barn, and then all of a sudden we got the big hit at the end, and we looked like champions. But that's all you need is one.
That is it.
Paul's shillelagh involved in any of your Christmas festivities?
So now, Sean, all of a sudden, here you have the 12 is now the favorites, 7-2.
Look at this, yeah. All over the board here. Seven's a gray horse here. They're getting ready to go in. It must be cold tonight because they're all wearing those big jackets and they're getting the horses right in. You definitely missed not having the video.
Yes. That's all right. We'll call it.
Yep. Amen, Rodney. Yep, absolutely. Paul still hasn't answered if the shillelagh is involved in any of your Christmas festivities.
I like in these big fields when they load 2 at a time and just get it done. Whoa. 8 horse was wanting to go out backwards.
Jeez.
All right. Looks like we got one back. 12 horse goes in. They're all in a gate. And they're all a little slow start by the 5, but immediately from the outside, it's going to be the 10 horse wanting to take to the lead inside that one. Now you've got a few horses that are going to go out in front. It's Brave Words, the 2 horse, going to take the early lead. It's the 3, Only the Good, back about 2 lengths on the rail. Just outside that one is the 4, RJ. It's another couple of lengths back behind that one to Mr. Baby, the 10. Inside that one is the 6 horse. Up front, they went to the quarter, 23 and 2. Brave Words, nicely in hand, got about a 5-length lead right now over Only the Good down on the rail. Just outside that one in third is RJ. Coming up on the rail is the 7 horse. It's Authentic, starting to make up a little bit of ground, but the 2 horse comfortable out front. Brave Words hits the half in 47 and 3. The 3 horse is starting to make up a little bit of a ground on starting to make his move. It's Brave Words still out front. Only the Good still has a lot of work to do as they come to the top of the stretch, but is starting to close the gap. Mr. Baby on the outside, the 10. It's Authentic.
Here comes the 11. Come on, 11.
Brave Words, a little bit erratic coming off the turn there. Still got the lead down inside. It's Only the Good. The 12 starting to make up a mood. Here comes Right On Right, Authentic.
See, we
Brave
just
starting to
the right horse.
Right On is gonna be the winner. 12-3-2 9 7.
It just to key the right horse is impossible. You know, it's just impossible. It's you know. Oh, Rick had the 11. We had all of them, just the wrong, the wrong key, and that's what you're going to get constantly at Turfway. That's what makes Turfway so hard. You key we spent 10 minutes trying to figure which horse to key, and the 12, but the bettors had it right there. They bet the 12 down late, right?
The 3 took late money again and ended up going off as the favorite. The 12 is a second favorite. So
okay, yeah. Rodney, the 2-year-olds are Patch Adams. The 2-year-olds for Brian Cox is not Brian Cox. Brad Cox is just loaded right now with 2-year-olds. He's got a lot of good 2-year-olds right now. His barn is ready to go. Bye, Jen. Thank you so much for joining us, my friend. Always love to see you. Yeah, this is just one of those tracks, and you can't, it's one of those, like, when you win, you're a genius. When you lose, exactly. But it's so hard because to key the right, we had all 3 of those horses in the thing. If we key the 12, we win. But it's one of those things where you can just. It's 35 degrees right now in Florence. Tom, wow, that's cold. I think the threshold is 25 degrees or something like that. As long as there's no, with the wind, it's like 25 or 30. Turfway has some threshold, Tim. I forget what it is. Tyler told me it's like 30 in wind or something like that, or like 20 and like 50 and like no wind or something. I forget what it is, but man, that was a it's cold as well. Yeah, it is cold up here right now in Alex. Exactly. This weekend up here is going to be like Jack Frost is definitely going to be nipping everybody's nose up here in Boston. It's going to be cold this weekend. How about you guys, Tim? Is it supposed to be cold this weekend, or is it?
Not too bad. We're the big thing for us is like next week we're getting a ton of rain. It's supposed to rain like every day next week. But I mean, our weekend's going to be in the 30s, so it's a little bit chillier than normal. But next week we're in like the 50s every day, but we're rain like Tuesday all the way through the weekend. So we're gonna have a wet Christmas, not a white one.
7-2, 5-2, 6-1, 8-1. Yeah, crazy. It's still going to pay nice too. What does 12-3 pay? 12-3 pays $40 exacta. Am I reading that right? 12.3 is a $40 exacta?
That doesn't seem right, huh?
Oh, let me see.
I don't think so.
No, okay, maybe I'm wrong.
I thought it was lower than that.
Let me see here. 12.3, no, $20 for $1. So it's $40 for that exacta? That's incredible. Wow. Yeah, that too, just German went out way too fast there.
Yeah, died in the stretch.
Did well to finish third, though. And the Juan got up for the 9, yeah. The 9 was ready to throw his rider and still came in fourth. If they can keep that horse straight, you know.
All right. Don't worry, Sean. I got this next one.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, you had that other one cold. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is exactly. Usually I'm much more well versed on these cards, but this is my crazy week with the vacations coming up. Exactly with my
Yeah, it was the same for me coming into this one. It was kind of
usually I am very versed on this exactly, but it was 80 degrees out in Los Angeles. Oh, nice, Rodney. Yeah,
I'll be interested to see what you think here, because this race could be interesting. I know one you're going to go to.
Let's see here. Exactly. Yeah.
I know one Sean's going to.
Let's see here. Here we go. Let's see here.
You like cupcake, Sean?
Yeah. Love cupcakes. Only the best cupcakes. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And yes, exactly. Another Oscar performance.
Oscar baby.
An Oscar baby. Yes, sir. Yeah, and is this trainer? It's not the best with bringing them over just 3%, but 3% says exactly. But hey, Vince, congratulations though. Louisville just made the college volleyball national championship game. Congratulations. There you go. Exactly. So yeah, exactly with Ashton definitely dropping in the group, that's for sure. 6 furlongs coming up. And Gavin is definitely capable of doing such. The thing I do like about this horse is that both wins were on the turf, and Gavin has ridden this horse, you know, and ran a darn good race at 5.5 furlongs at Keeneland, you know. So this could be and Bashizit won with this horse in Indianapolis at the, you know, so.
Exactly. I mean, the interesting thing is that when you look at the wins of this horse, she broke her maiden at 5.5.
Yeah.
And both of the other wins are 2 turns at a mile and a 1/16.
Yeah.
But she can sprint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And we know the interesting thing too is that this horse has not been on the synthetic, and we know the Oscar babies like the synthetic. I mean, they were running glass, but
sure. And Ashton was on both wins, you know. Yeah. That exactly, Colin. Yep. Exactly. So so let me give you my top 3. I mean, how could I not make my number 1 pick best cupcake? Because it's the Oscar performance, baby. But I honestly do think, and I actually said this, I'm not being biased here. Look at her 2 wins, Ashton. You know what I'm saying? So Ashton.
I like the 5 underneath.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, was definitely a solid pick here for sure. The my other top picks were the I love Hart, Brittany Russell, the Biscuit on the outside there. ran a huge race under Gallardo. If you watch the replay on that one, wow, this drive it was clear. It was just flying on that Bolt d'Oro out of a Big Brown. I mean, that just screams Polytrack. Brittany doesn't bring a lot of horses down. What do you call it? Colin, I said I picked him in my thing. I did but he's not my top pick. Exactly. My top pick is the 12 Heart for Brittany Russell. Brittany doesn't bring a lot of horses down here. You know, this is not her. This is not her bread and butter. But I mean, look how impressive this horse ran under Gallardo against Little Lamb Chop, and Good to Be just was flying down the stretch there. So I think Synthetic could be Bolt d'Oro or Door. I mean, that just screams Polytrack to me. So I was 12, 5, and 11. Those are my top three. I did not have it on top, Colin. I had it in the middle.
12. You're 12, 5, 11.
Yeah.
So before talking about my top pick, I'm 11, 12, and 5.
There you go.
But this is where we do better, Sean. You know that.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I agree with you about the 12 and everything. The one horse you didn't talk about though a lot is the 11. So this is Eric Foster and Abe Cedillo, and we know that these two hook up and do really well here. And the thing about that is this horse has been off since the last Turfway meet. Last ran in a stakes race here, so running against much better in the Queen Stakes here at 6 furlongs. Yeah. And that was not a horrible race, was closing up late with Fernando de la Cruz. Machado had the horse in the race before that, finishing a good second, and now gets Abe Cedillo up. The horse back on the 12th of December on my birthday decided was going to run a bullet. So you got to like her. And for that, I do like her a lot here. The Flatters, the Flatters run really well here. Yeah. And I like the 11 a lot. And as a matter of fact, I like 11, 12 a lot. And I haven't totally decided on where I'm going with my bet yet. I think those two to me in this race are kind of way above everybody else. That's just the way I see it. And I do like the 5/3. That was the one that I ended up with next, but I like the 11 and 12 pretty strongly in here. We'll see where we go here as we check everything out as they hit the track and everything. But I do like
Marv. Hey Marv, how are you? He's alive to the double to 5 and 12. Yeah, and Colin, I picked him in the middle. I did not pick him on top. I just said he has a chance. Exactly. I do have.
I agree. I
have two across. I've already won, Colin. I've already won 13 on the preservationist baby at 13 to 1. I gotta be consistent with my horses here. And so I did put you across in the Oscar baby.
The lowest exacta right now, Sean, is the 12-11. 12-11's paying $15.62 for a buck.
That's not bad at all. That could be good. It could be a good bang. It's 11, 12, 12, 11.
Yeah, well, I've got a thought here. I'm gonna wait a little bit. We've still got plenty of time here, so lots of time. We still got 15 minutes to the race, so we'll check out the horses and everything. So.
Yeah, and thank you to everybody for joining us
what's
tonight.
going on in the chat? What's everybody else doing? What are the Christmas plans? Any big thoughts on the weekend card at Fairgrounds? If you didn't hear us earlier, we've got a good video out where the Formula and I go through all 12 races. There are some decent young races, 2- and 3-year-old races on the day, lots of stakes races, a couple short fields where I think are going to be pretty chalky, but there are some larger fields in some race that I think we have the potential for a price. And if you don't watch anything else, watch the last race pick. I like a horse a lot in there at 8 to 1.
Yeah, there you go. It's gonna be a fun weekend down there for sure.
It is. That's a really good card. I'm definitely going to watch it for sure.
Yep, absolutely. And and also if anyone's watching Gulfstream on Saturday, Cypher for Centennial Farms is running at Gulfstream, and he should have a first time out, and he should be a very solid. They like his future a lot, so let's hope he runs well on Saturday. And I'll have to send Tim the video because he'll want to see it. You may have seen it on Twitter. Our buddy Antiquarian made it to Florida today. He got off the van. He is back and ready to get back in training for hopefully a very good. He's much larger than he was last year, which is great. He's doing like preservationist. He's got bigger when he's almost 4 rather than 3. So
he's running that Gulfstream coming up soon, isn't he?
Right. Well, no. Okay. So no, he just got back into training. So he's going to take a little time, but Illuminaire runs next week.
That's right. That's the one I was thinking about.
Yeah, Alex will want to know that too. Illuminaire runs next weekend. Yes, on the 28th he runs.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking about.
And Tim won't mind this one. I know Irad is aboard, but Tim knows he's 3 for 3 on him. So
that's one horse that when Irad is up, I like the horse a little more.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So. Yeah, so Colin, you know that too. 28th Illuminaire, because Colin hates when I don't tell him when they're running. So 28th Illuminaire, Colin, write it down. Should run a big race, hopefully. Bobby D likes 1-7 with 7, 6, 11, 12, and win on the 1 and the 12. Okay. Horses are going around here. No love for best cupcake right now. 10-1.
You might have to throw 2 across, Sean.
Oh, I did. I did. Had to do that.
I figured you might.
Yeah. I already did my $2 cross in the preservations, baby. That worked out. So Preservationist is now in Korea, so we may not see his babies anymore.
The 28th for Illuminaire, right?
Yeah, 28th for Illuminaire. Yeah, yes, right, Rodney. You are correct, sir. 28th. Can't wait to see him. And he's been training very, very well down in Florida. So they are very, very timidly excited about him. Look at this. A special guest for the holidays, Mr. Colin Sheehan. Hey, buddy.
What's going on, boys?
How you doing?
It's nice that you're out of this Woodbine mode because you stay up later now, and I see you guys starting to fade, and this is my prime time. Kids are asleep.
Yeah.
Do you come in for a sleepy time pick?
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Fade? The Senate boy is 12:30, bro. This is like early. This is like the early bird special. You kidding me?
Colin came in to give his sleepy time pick, and his sleepy time pick was me.
I saw Tim fade, and I knew if he saw my face, he'd perk right up, though.
Yeah,
exactly.
Colin, did you write that down? 28th Illuminaire at Gulfstream?
I did.
Yes, there you go. Good. So I told you I didn't want exactly. Yeah. And I did hear within the next month, Endlessly should be finally coming back for his 4-year-old. And not running, but he'll be working out and getting ready to come back.
When's the speedy one run next, Colin?
Pour one out.
Oh, exactly.
Game of Silks, I think I amassed a stable of about 45 horses by the end. So I'm too sour to shut off my Equibase notifications of their workouts and their entries. And it's nonstop now. It's like, oh, Locked working out, he wins. Speedy one, lock out, he wins. Chica was a horse that just ran. I think I just got a notification for another one that's been entered. Blue Oasis, a horse running out west. So, just every day a little salt on the womb is nice. It's like
Colin, before I lock in our bet here, did you have any quick thoughts in this race?
what race are we on?
We're on race 8.
No, I
Hey,
haven't.
Colin,
Yeah.
just to make sure, we're playing Turfway.
No, Turfway. Okay, hold on.
Oh no, Rodney. What hell happened to Game of Silks? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Next
no.
question, Rodney.
We're
Next
not talking
question.
about that, Rodney.
Next question, Rodney. How about the Encino? He's getting ready. He's getting ready to run over in Dubai. Get ready there, Rodney.
Sean, I had a perfect quote for you because it's Christmas time,
What was that?
and I was thinking that every time an Oscar performance baby wins, Sean gets his wings. Right? Is that the,
Yes, absolutely. And I have a lot of wings. I have more than Red Bull. Exactly. That's how many wins I've had.
Oscar
Exactly.
gives you wings. I like that. A good little statement. To answer your question, Tim, no, I haven't looked at anything. I honestly
Okay.
stopped in for the holidays, and it's late, and I missed you guys. So I will share with you what I've been talking about in the chat a little bit, real quick, courtesy of Race Lens, because literally I haven't been doing any handicapping because I've just been watching this little formula that I've put together, and so it quickly the power of Race Lens, you can use probability factors, speed, class, form. So this is an allowance dirt race. So I've weighted the formula to be a little bit more towards class because if it's allowance, I always tend to put class and speed on top, and I just alternate between the two. This is what it spit out: 12 on top with the 7, 11, 3, 5 underneath. And the way I've kind of been thinking about this, because Sean, you said, we boxing 5 horses. Well, boxing this 5-horse try would cost you $30. And as I've been tracking it at Oaklawn and Fairgrounds, have actually been profitable. I haven't been betting it. I've just been, let's see how it does and watch it for a while. I like to consider the 3 and the 5, maybe like a long shot. Some formulas kind of give you a long shot. And boxing the top 3 has been pretty good for an exacta box. So aside from not looking at these races, I can give you that 12, 7, 11, 3, 5.
All right, so that just pretty much reinforces what I was going to do, and I feel pretty strongly. I think there are 2 horses here that stand out to me above everybody else, and that's the 11 and 12. So I'm just going to go a $5 exacta box 11, 12. So Paul, that kind of answers your question. I know Paul was just asking me this question about, he likes the 11, 12 exacta. And that's exactly where I'm going here. I think those are my top 2. They look really good. They're showing the 11 on camera right now. I think looks gangbusters. That was my pick on top. And all of a sudden you had 2 horses that have had favoritism, and now he is the favorite. So, or should I say she is the favorite.
Yep.
But love the 11 here, 11, 12 exacta box just to cover both ways. I like those horses and think they're much the best here. If I was playing in a 12, I would go, or a try, I would go 11, 12, 11, 12 with 5, 6, 7.
Right. Yep. How many minutes do we have until then?
So it looks like we still got, what is it here? 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yeah, yep. So Colin will appreciate this, okay? So I just hit a big exacta at Woodbine, right? At the Woodbine Mohawk. I had 879, but it came in what do you call it? So I boxed it. It was 9-7. Spin for life. Won. Paid $112 to win.
Nice.
Right? And who came in second? Green Monster.
Wow.
Hello. What a boss.
Like
Spin and Green Monster.
Wow. Did you handicap that at all? Or
I did. On my picks, you can look every day. Race 6. I have 879. It came in 9-7. Those are my top 3. Yeah. Boom. Yep. Oh, exactly. I will take that buzzer every time. Exactly. Spin for life and Green Monster. Have to love it.
That is a nice one.
Christopher D'Souza's got 40 to win on the one to win in place and a 1 with the 5, 6, 7, 3. James White's got try box 3, 4, 9, 11, 12. And Bob Jackson likes the 7 at Turfway Park. And Alex is still asking if the shillelagh is involved at Christmas. He's not got an answer yet.
Oh, he answered. I saw it. He told him
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Where was that answer? There you go, right there.
Yeah. 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 There you go. Bob's going with the 7. Like it.
The way things are going around the Sheehan household with a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old for Christmas, I could use a shillelagh to put my kids in order. It's a fun time, but they get a little, as you get closer and closer each day, they get a little bit crazier.
Oh, towards Christmas? Oh, absolutely. They know he's coming. Yeah. So let me see. Let me see if I can find here too, by the way. So we got some time. How much time until the next race here?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. Let me check and see if I can find this for us. How early will they get up, Colin?
So the 3-year-old he won't know. So he's usually good till 7. The 6-year-old is a wild card. Last year he slept till 7, and we'll take that any day. But now, it's that 6, 7, 8-year-old age where we might get a 4:30 a.m. Wake up call, right?
Yeah.
All right. If you bet the 1 is scratched.
1 is scratch.
Yes. Just letting everybody know in case somebody bet the 1, because I've seen the 1 a couple of times up on the board.
The good thing is last year we had a hockey game, 7 a.m. on Christmas Eve. So waking a 5-year-old up to go play hockey and then be up all day excited about Christmas Eve was torture. So no problem this year with
Yes,
with the 7 a.m.
exactly.
hockey. We're good.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I'll do some work on race 9 so I can contribute more next time.
We're getting an extra couple of minutes here while they circle behind the gate because of the late scratch.
Yeah, the late scratch. Yeah. Wicked Frost. Yeah. See, any horse that has wicked in his name, it isn't wicked strong, then how can it be wicked? That's what I say.
All right. Now they're heading behind the gate.
Yeah. My $2 cross bet right now is 6-1 on Best Cupcake. Well, we're rooting for 11-12 here. 11-12. Outside. It definitely looks cold down there because you can tell all the people wearing their cold stuff. There we go. Getting towards the gate here. Thank you to everybody joining us, including Colin, who's joining us for a special holiday.
Colin, how long's it been since you've been in the lounge? I can't remember the last
It's
time.
been a while.
It's definitely been a while. It probably wasn't even a lounge. It was one of the Assiniboia Downs nights for sure.
Yeah.
That was the summertime. It's been
It's probably been the last Turfway since you've been in the lounge because, Turfway is the only one that goes late enough for you to get the kids in bed.
Yeah.
Other than the Assiniboia.
Yeah, for the lounge, probably.
Yeah.
Last time he was in the lounge, Loggins was actually running.
He just had to go there, didn't he?
Sean saves all his punchlines for when I show up.
No, not at all.
Colin, I think the last time the three of us were on a broadcast, I may have hit a nice code.
That's right.
Over 5. Boom.
That was the last time I was on.
Yeah.
I think
Every
that was
time, and Colin, right? Yeah. Tim was my thing. When we saw Jessica and Monahan in the thing, he turns right to me. It says spin. Great high five the other night.
Mutt.
Yeah.
Mutt.
Yeah, Mutt. Yeah, Mutt. Mutt. Yeah. When he was exactly. Not Kurt Mann. Yeah, Mutt. Yeah. When Mutt was exactly. Yep. What did I say, Kurt? Yeah, he's banned from Kirk's show. He's banned from Kirk's show for a year.
They're off and running.
There we go. Yep. Come on now. Here we go.
7 rip around, goes out to the lead. Looks like he's moving pretty swiftly.
12 right there. Best
Heart.
Cupcake, looming large.
Nice name for a horse, Heart.
Yeah.
They go 22.
Brittany Russell.
22 and 1 for 6 furlongs here on the synthetic turf. It's a horse moving on the outside in the blue along with the 8.
Here comes the 11. Come on, 11.
to make a move.
Best Cupcake on the inside.
Yeah. Trying to make him
Best
move
Cupcake.
here.
The rail opens up.
12 is coming. Can we get where's the 11? The 11 anywhere? No.
11's not going to make it. 12's going to be up there, but 11's not going to get there.
Look at the 8 at 42 to 1, trying to just bust everybody.
3's
Look at
moving.
this. 3-8.
It's gonna be a cavalry charge.
Turfway is just rolling out the
Sean,
yeah.
Corey Lannery for Ian Wilkes.
Yep, I know. I just saw that too. Exactly. Yep, exactly. Oh. Turfway is just rolling. They are just throwing the left jab, then the right jab, then the hook, then the exactly there.
So like I said, those last 2 are usually pretty nice for some long shot opportunities, but I didn't have the 8, but the 3 there was the first one.
Oh, did you have the 3?
I mean, I wasn't playing it, but I'm just saying here on the bottom right here.
Yeah.
So this will spit out 5 horses, and I was saying the last 2 are kind of ones that have hit pretty good if you consider them like long shots. So I don't know how often, Tim, do you think you hit on a long shot? 1 in 15, 1 in 20 races, maybe.
I mean, not at Turfway. It's a lot less than that.
No, not at Turfway. No.
Yeah.
In general. That's kind of what those.
It all depends, like Saratoga. It all varies,
That's just craziness, though. 3-8. Come on.
the
$1 exacta, $400, $399.75.
That's amazing. Yep.
That's why it only takes 1.
Tap it. Yep. Look at that. Coming off the turf and then come set. Is that yeah. I love Alex. TP is the Scrooge of tracks right now. Taking everybody's stocking money. That was a Kyle needs the 1, 3, or 9 to catch his last pick 3. Wow, Kyle, well done. $10 to 1 over 42 to 1. By the way, right? My boy Albert Burgos is riding pretty good now. He was the leading rider at Horseshoe. He's really getting some confidence. He's going to be one definitely you have to watch out for again here at this meet. Because he's riding some good horses right now, and they're not all favorites, but he's bringing a lot in on the money.
Yeah, he's hitting at especially on dirt sprints 17% with a positive ROI.
Yeah, and he won he won the second race today on the 10 going wire to wire, like 4 to 1 there. Oh, poor Paul. He was going to bet the 3. Oh. We have one more race and we can finish the winner. That's all we need is 1. This is going to pay stacks.
It was a
What's
Calvary.
the exact to pay?
400 for a buck.
There's only a Leanne in the chat. We would have been all set. Paul's got $5 for the last race.
Look at this. Wow.
$1,800 try.
Jeez. That's amazing. That is amazing. These doubles are going to probably be. We have a couple of scratches here in the last race. The Oscar cupcake got smushed. He was right there, and then just. It seems to me, I don't know what you guys think, is that the middle of the track is the place to be. The rail is not good, and the outside is not good. Like the middle, like the 4 or 5 path, seems to be the winning move every time. You know. Colin, who does your formula say for the last race, my friend?
Yeah, I was just looking. Share it for you. So the last race is a claiming race, which is actually where I started this foray and trying to figure out if this could help make it figure these out for me. I started with maiden races and claiming races primarily on the dirt. And what I did was just add in all weather to be included with the dirt races. And it actually has been okay. Turfway is hard to decide if this is actually working or not, because I feel like it's, as you guys have seen, as I said in the chat today, we always call Turfway the roulette wheel. Well, this year it's felt like it's the roulette wheel without my numbers on it, because the wheel would spin and it was never coming up mine. Although, as I put in the chat for some of the earlier races, like race 6, race 7, it was actually doing pretty good. Swept Fairgrounds today almost, but Fairgrounds was fairly chalky. 40% here on the number 6 is what it came out with on top. West Coaster. 40% has been, I would say. So one thing I need to fix on this is I've been getting some horses that have popped at like 60, 70, 80%.
Yeah.
So, you know, to you, that would honestly be like, oh, wow, it sounds like a single. And they haven't done as well as you would hope in coming up at 60, 70, 80%. So 40%, I would say, is, you know, a fairly confident decision here by the formula, followed by the 1, 9, 11, 3. I was looking at the past performances of this 6, who's dropping in class. Speed figures are pretty good in comparison to the rest of the field. Has been running at Turfway, though, at a mile, and aside from that race 2 back, hasn't really been close. So they're cutting back in distance, a distance that he's tried twice with a 2nd place. He's raced 5 times here at Turfway with only a 2nd place. He was doing a lot better on the turf. And I say he, it's actually a she. And she was doing better on that turf at the end of last season. So as the 40% doesn't feel as, I don't feel as confident in that 40% number looking at the horse as I do as maybe what it's been spit out here. The yellow that's highlighted for you here in the odds are basically just right now based on what the live odds are you're getting a good price. And that is the 1, 3, 6, and 11, which are all horses that show up here on the right side in the formula. So there's some prices to be made here, but if you guys want to talk it out, and I'll continue to look through, and maybe you, how much money did you guys leave me?
$18.
All right, we can do that. We can make, that's plenty.
You know who I actually liked in this race and don't, right? Is I said that my boy Burgos is riding well. The 4, he's 20-1. She's 20-1. I know the 75 numbers are 3, but look at her 2 races at Turfway at 1 mile and 6. She came in 2nd and 3rd. So she hasn't run that bad. Like, I mean, she's run twice at Turfway. She's come in 2nd and 3rd in her only races, And how long is this race? Is this what is this, a mile, or this is 6 furlongs? So the 6 furlongs, she was, I know it was versus cheaper, but she was flying, and she was really coming on. And Alberto just brought in a bomb,
I'll never bet horses that their owners put their initials in the name, unless it's those like 400-yard sprints at Los Al or Remington at 11 o'clock at night, because that's all they do, right? When you look at the horses out there, the names are CFV Brutus. Right?
Yeah. Tim, I don't know, Colin, you may have not been following. Tim might remember this one. You remember the horses in New York? Everything was Karakoram, everything. It was Karakoram stables, and everything was just Karakoram this, Karakoram that, Karakoram. Everything was like, that was like with the Conquest stables up in Woodbine, where they had Conquest this, Conquest that, Conquest. Everything was Conquest.
I was having a hard time getting to this 4. The only thing you could look at is all the trouble he's had: off awkwardly, squeezed, reared, awkward inside, awkward. But I see the length of losing by.
Tim's really keen to run the 9th.
No, Kyle probably heard me earlier saying that I liked a horse a lot in the last race. We were actually talking about Fairgrounds.
I
was saying to watch the video that we put out. I've got a horse in the last race at Fairgrounds on Saturday that I really like a lot at 8-1. So I think we can get a price in that race. I think the race is setting up in big field, so potential there. But no, it wasn't in this one. Although I do have a thought in this one, and I do like a price horse in here, and it's not the 4.
Oh,
I like the 3 a lot. And I don't know why, but it's just that this is one I don't like the track coming from last out, but this horse has been running against better horses in the past. Obviously coming down quite a bit in the level here, but that has been off for a little bit. Definitely working out, and I just like this horse in this position, run happy. The synthetic does have a second here, but here's the thing. This is a non-winners of 3, right? So when I look at the non-winners of 3, Sean knows how I do my non-winners of 2 for sure. But I like the recency on the last one. And this horse, if you look out of 15 races, 2 firsts and 2 seconds is the closest to not qualifying for this race, has been like right there. And just seems to be well positioned here. I think is a little bit on the class side in this race. So I like the 3 a lot on top. I did have the 6 second. I know Colin was talking about the 6. That was my second horse. And I had the 9, who I think is the favorite right now, is the 3rd. The 9's a horse I get. But the thing is, the 9 wants to be on the lead. I know that they're adding blinkers here, but that's an okay angle here, 17%. That's right at the verge of where I start looking at that as being a significant statistical fact to keep in mind. But I just don't like speed on the track tonight. It's just been really backing up badly, even at the 6 furlong races. So I don't want any part on top of a horse that's going to be out on the lead, and that's going to be the 9 here. So I like the 9 underneath, but as a 5-2 favorite right now, they can have all of that because I don't want any of it.
Yeah,
but I'm going to take a shot with this 3 on top. I like 3, 6, 9, and the 3 right now is 10-1 off a 9-2 morning line.
Yeah, the 9 also is going from a 4% trainer to a trainer that's been doing a lot better, not only in the last 30 days, but also at this distance in surface, hitting it over around 25%.
Mm.
And a weird little sire stat that pops up here on Racelands for me is horses sired by McCracken over the last 5 years, going from a route to sprint, is a 19% winner with 122 plus ROI. So the one thing about that 9 is that, yes, you're right about the speed, but cutting back is probably preferred for this horse, at least from what we read there in the pedigree. And also, I don't know that there's a lot of other speed in this race.
Yeah, did win a maiden special 70,000 at wire to wire at Turfway.
Right. But the thing is, we've seen speed hold in the past here, but it just has not been holding this meet at all.
No.
And even lone speed, we've had that a couple of times tonight, Colin, and we were sure we were going to get that angle, and
and it faded.
Fading badly, like way out front, and then just everybody's fading down the stretch. So until I see a horse win on the lead, and this one could be the one, but I'm just not going to bet a horse that wants to be on the lead until I see somebody doing it.
No, but this might be a horse you want to, if we're going to play like a try.
The horse is underneath. This is my third pick. Yeah. The horse is underneath.
They've been staying for second and third. They've been staying. Like they haven't been dying. Exactly. They've been staying. So, yeah. So
we had one earlier that was out there and finished a good second, probably the closest to one's come to winning. But I just don't like them on top, but definitely a contender for underneath. As a matter of fact, this is, later on we can talk about this, but this is an exact 5 race.
Exactly.
Ice cold.
Ice cold. Love it.
What's the minimum on that? $1? Okay.
It's cheap.
I'll be playing that.
You can go $1. You can play a $1.
$1 straight ice cold.
That's it. That's what I'm playing.
Cold.
And I'll probably just go with what Racelands has spit out for me, and that I'll do $1 on that and $1 of whatever you give me.
There you go.
Love it.
So you prepare that, Tim, and in the meantime, I will just add that I completely agree with you on the 3. Not only has he popped up on the formula that I put together, I think with these horses who you go through and you start looking not only their recency, which hasn't been great, the lengths that these horses are losing by is at lower levels is nothing to be really too impressed by either. But then you got a horse who was running an allowance company, wasn't really running great, losing by 10, 14, 9 lengths, drops down and has that recent victory in October at 6 furlongs, which was after a veterinarian scratch, which to me always has me a little nervous. So when they come back and win after that, you can kind of forget about that and be okay. And 4 times racing here at Turfway, 1 second. Sean, where did you end up?
Yeah, this is a tough. This was
aside from the 4, because I'll tell you one thing: the 4 is not going on the ticket.
Okay, there you go. Exactly. Now I've put 10 across instead of 5. Exactly. No, exactly.
Did you bet them across? Did you bet the 4 across?
I did bet 2 across in the 4. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Because the horses run. The horses run. Burrow's riding amazing right now, and that horse came in second and third.
I hear you.
What do you call it? Okay. So that was my 3rd pick, though. It was not my top pick. I just thought.
Oh, we want the top pick.
That was just interesting little sidebar there. What do you call it? So yeah, my top pick was when I handicap was the 9. What's cracking? I agree with Tim that the speed is worrying me a bit, but did win at 70 maiden here, wire to wire in Ashton. So the blinkers come on, which is an interesting thing because if you look at has not run with blinkers for the last 4 races and has looked a little bit lost. But when he did win at 70K at Turfway, he had the blinkers on. So maybe that could be the move that and this trainer's 17% with that move. So maybe this horse could find Brittany can find some run with this horse. My second pick was the 3, I believe, right? Fast and Happy. like this horse. Ran a very solid couple of poly track races. One versus much better all throughout the 11th, but even the mile and 16th. Ran a fourth, a decent race there, the 3. So I did like that 3. So I was 9, 3, and 4.
Who would you have next up? Do you have another one?
Yes.
You had the stretch. Who would you come up with
Yeah,
after?
right. Yeah, 9, 3, 4, and then the other one was the 2.
Okay. Tim, where would you go? Where would your next up be?
I can give you my exact 5 right now if you want it.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that, ice cold.
Here we go.
Let me get my iron bets ready to. I got to put my Super 5 in. For those that don't know, Tim and I did this one time late night. Assiniboia Downs, I believe, and I said, Tim, off the cuff, give me a ice cold high 5. And it was one of the greatest moments in Trust the Prophet's history, as we watched not only the first 4 come across the finish line in order, but then we had to wait 2 beats to see who was in fifth.
Yes, exactly.
And when we saw it was the 5, I believe we all went crazy, and it was awesome.
We all went nuts. Exactly.
It was one of my favorite moments in horse racing. It was just pretty cool. And it wasn't anywhere near one of my biggest wagers or wins. It's just like, but it was just a really cool moment.
That was great. Yeah.
We were hoping it was going to be. I think it was like $160 maybe. All right, what do we got for my super high 5?
3, 6, 9, 113.
Look at that. 3, 6, 9,
113.
13. There you go. I would suggest everyone throws $1 in. $1 for the fun.
There you go.
And only because I said I'm going to do it, I have to play.
You have to play yours.
I have to play what this has come up with.
Yes.
Which is
There you go. Yep.
619 11-3 for the people. 619 11-3 for the people.
Interesting.
6.
Many of the same horses.
1, 9, 11, 3. There we go. All right. So our fun little bet on the side is in on our $1 exact 5. So you had thrown the 1 in there. I was kind of trying to see where you would go between the 1 or the 11. Did you land on one of those? Because those are 2 that I'm thinking
Well,
about.
I mean, that's why I had the 1 next, because I do. That is one horse that I think could definitely figure here, because it does have the experience here on the track and on the synthetic. So has run here in the past and run pretty well. The 11's one I looked at and I kind of went back and forth on, but I just think this horse is headed in the wrong direction. If I look at a lot of these horses who are dropping down, this horse has already been down at this level and just can't do anything. These other horses have at least done better against much better. And I couldn't like the 11 enough to do anything, despite the fact that it's Steve Asmussen owned and trained.
Yeah, I get a little that when he owns it and trains it, you know what I mean? That means that he's trying to probably get rid of it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's exactly what I think is he's got this in a claiming race trying to dump it.
I know this, Colin, from experience. When Steve Asmussen owns it and trains it, it's probably owned by one of his friends, and he's just putting himself as the owner to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably not exactly. He's not trying to, he's hoping someone bites.
I don't think this horse can figure in here. I don't see it. And saying that, he probably wins.
Yeah, right. Probably crushes them by 6. Exactly. Going away with reckless abandon.
But yeah, I definitely look at horses like that. Like somebody please claim my horse and take it.
All right, I think I'm good to go then. I got my advice from my Trust the Prophets partners. we're back on the lounge after quite a while, a quite lengthy time off. And I see that you guys who, if people have followed the Profits for so long, especially on this show, it was 9 out of 10 winning weeks, 10 out of 11 winning weeks. These guys are walking away with $400 exactas and tries in the last race. So the pressure here is on me, seeing the bankroll last week go down to $0. And now today, sitting here with $18 left in our pockets, we're going to see what we can do aside from our super high fives. We're going to go with a $1 exacta box, 1369. So that'll cost you $12. $1 exacta box, 1369. And then we're going to try a 50-cent try, 6-9 with the 1369 with the 1369. That'll be $6. So that's how we get to our 18. So it's a $1 exacta box, 1369, $1 try, 50-cent try, 6-9 with the 1369 with the 1369.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. CB also, that's an excellent point that he's trying. Of course, he would love to win, CB, but when you understand, when Steve Asmussen has so many horses in his barn, you know what I'm saying? He tries to put some of these horses in spots where he's hoping someone will claim it from him, thinking that it's his, and that they can have a Steve Asmussen horse. And then that's why they put them in these spots, to try to get rid of them, so they can, because they need space in the barn. What do we got? We get 2 minutes. Right?
Let's see if we can do it.
Let's do it for the people. Colin, no pressure, but I cannot tell you, Sean, how long has it been since we've had 2 weeks in a row losing? I can't remember the last time.
I don't think we ever have. We never have.
I mean, this year, it's seriously.
This year we never have. No,
we have.
No, not to. Yeah,
The track. It's the track. It's not you guys. It's the track.
I mean, it's see, and Colin, we were saying this to the people, and this is what we on this show, we try to emphasize getting to the end of the with money to bet. You know what I'm saying? You're so geniuses when you have a $40, $50, $60 ticket. You know what I'm saying? You can maybe hit it. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to construct a ticket that's economical at a track like this, it's so much harder, because you have to pinpoint and be so much more accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of if we boxed everything we played tonight, we're probably I'm just saying we're probably up like $800, $900, but it would take $400 to bet it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the fact that we're not up $700 is my fault.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I didn't want to say it.
I'm serious. I gave out. Go back and watch the horses that I gave out in that race. I gave out the ice cold try and basically didn't bet it.
Right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, he will, CB, no doubt. He will make me sad.
Crazy.
Very fair point, my friend. Very fair point.
Loading up with a beautiful white horse.
Loading up. There we go. Four is going in at 38 to 1.
4 is going to screw this up. 4 is going to screw everything up. He's going to finish third to ruin our try. And
I have him across. I have her across.
369 113.
Yep. Come on. Here we go. Ice cold. And we're off.
So a lot of speed from the outside, a bunch of horses from the 7 out. It looks like it's going to be the 9. What's cracking? That's going to put a nose in front, but it's a big group of horses. Fast and Happy, the 3 down on inside on the rail. Jersey Gold sitting in third. It's another length back to the 13, Urban Cowgirl, another length behind that one. We've got the 11. So a lot of horses that we've got up there up front, quarter in 22 and 3 up front. Fast and Happy and What's Cracking are ding donging on the front end, but here comes Urban Cowgirl going to make a run at those two on the outside at 5-1. Just behind that one, Bali Baby starting to get into the action here as they hit the top of the stretch. It's Urban Cowgirl putting a nose in front, but really wide. The rail opens up down inside. The 3 horse is going to try to make a run. There's Fast and Happy, the 11, taking charge. Desi. Steve Asmussen wanting to prove us wrong, but outside that one, Bali Baby is not going to get there. That's a 13, excuse me. So it's going to be 13, 6 and 11.
I thought my 4 was going to be a menace there for a second.
I saw him, and I thought it was the 4. It ended up being the 6, though.
Yes.
Right, but the 4 was actually closing. Just did exactly, but it was funny. 13, what was it? 13, 6?
13, 6, 11. So the Asmussen horse got third.
Oh, there you go. See? There you go. I'm still sad.
Trouble getting to a horse like that at 7-2.
Yeah, CB. Yeah, no, nice third there, CB by the thing. James, thank you as always, my friend. Yeah.
Down the middle, like you said, Sean.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, the middle right now is the place to be. It's not the outside. It's not the inside. The rail's dead. If you're on the rail, you might as well just pack it in.
Yeah, the 3 turned the corner on the rail and had every opportunity to go to the front, but the rail is just dead. And then the 3 ends up finishing back in like 6 on the rail still. You don't want to be down inside.
Yeah, no, Colin, I really believe, by the way, and I think you'll probably agree with me, if in the last race, right? If the Oscar baby, if he takes him off the rail instead of keeping him on the rail, I think he's probably in the top 3. But he kept them on the rail, and it's absolutely dead. You just can't. There's no momentum. It's just dead down there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You have a Merry Christmas too, James. Thank you, sir.
Yes, definitely. Everyone have a Merry Christmas.
Yes,
Happy holidays.
Yes,
whatever
absolutely.
you celebrate.
Yeah, and we'll let you know what we're doing for next week. Obviously, we've got to have a little meeting there to see what we're doing. But CB. Happy holidays to you and your family, my friend. Exactly. James, Alex, have a amazing holiday, my good man. Tom, thank you so much for joining us. Having you, let's see who else we got here. Paul, thank you staying for us right to the end with us here. Bobby D, thank you as always for your support, my good man. And Bob Jackson. Kyle, Ocho, who's gone, but thank you for and Kyle, everybody who's come in tonight. Dr. Jude, thank you so much.
You know, and what the hell, Sean? We're even going to say thanks to Alex. Thanks to Alex.
Exactly. Thanks to Alex. Exactly. And thanks to Colin for joining us.
Good to see you, boys.
And his program's a complete washout, but it's
always
okay.
Fun.
Oh, it was awesome. Exactly. Merry Christmas to everybody. Yeah, exactly. Tom, good luck tomorrow and Saturday, and definitely check out Tim and the Formulas video for Fairgrounds for the Saturday. And Colin, good luck with your hockey games, my friend. Hope they do well, and hope the kids do great with Santa. And yeah, Tom really enjoyed the Racelands, Colin.
Check it out. If you're a tournament player, you can go to Equibase and play for tournaments for free to qualify for Vegas right now when you sign up for $50. So $50, you get Racelands free for a month, and you get 4 free tournaments. You can do a lot of stuff with it, and I'm really starting to hammer in on some formulas that it's spitting out to me and doing pretty good. Zero handicapping and getting winners.
That's awesome. Rodney, Merry Christmas, my man. Yeah, and you know who absolutely she is like, she says, spit, I'm addicted to it, is Christine Blacker. Just loves Racelands, you know, and her things. So definitely check that out for sure. Tom, but so everybody, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you have a great holiday. If you're traveling, please be safe and get back safely. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks, guys.